And we are live.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pharozena Session 10.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Woo! How are we all doing today?
I'm doing it. I forgot my freaking pen.
Scale of 1 to 10, what are the spirits right now, Tyler?
The spirits?
Yeah, what are our spirits?
Oh, I don't know. Spirits, man.
Like what's your spirit?
There's a whole bunch of spirits, man. We just slaughtered
Can
like
I have
16
one of those writing
people,
utensils?
right?
Got it.
Here, I got you.
Oh, my spirits are great.
I got you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Good spirits.
He's got a crayon.
Yeah. She can
try.
choke me physically if she wants to. That's fine.
Oh, hi.
Ethan?
I give it about an 8.
8? Bruce? Your spirits, are they high or low?
He's sleeping.
Okay.
Do I get to kill something?
Oh, maybe.
Then it'll be a 10.
Very high.
Exile Bear.
Or above a 10.
6 or 9.
6 or 9? 69? You deal. Yada.
Except, I think there's only one girl at the camp.
87.
besides,
Nice.
the main one.
So, Yada, you have a list of names.
Blinds aren't 50.
Right?
You have a list of names. Now, we all are getting ready to go down for a long rest.
I got a severed head
just
in
for
the
a
bag.
sleep, real quickly, because it is nighttime, and we all agreed that we didn't want to head out in the nighttime. In the meantime, while she sent you off to your tents, Armand has felt a reminiscent little imaginary ring force cup around his neck as he's decided to stay with Vasir in the tent tonight, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Or at least figure out what she might have for him.
Very good idea.
Now, with this, as everybody exits the tent, you feel that same, and you feel like almost the intent behind it kind of strengthen as she closes the curtain, zips it down, and her gaze comes to you. She's like, just staring at you very blankly. How are you, Armand?
Oh, I am very fine. How about yourself?
Well, something about losing an entire battalion and a long childhood friend, all within a few days. It plays on somebody's mental. But as of now,
I too have lost a lot of friends.
she's gonna get real, kind of in your space. She's like, as of now, I could be much better. How about you, my friend?
I think that these nights should go very fine.
Really? Very fine.
Indeed.
And she'll kind of circle around behind you. And she'll get right up next to you and
You don't
why so fine?
have to roleplay it so much.
No, why so fine?
Go sit over there. The DM doesn't need to act.
Uncomfortable?
I'm not gay. All right, so
Fragment everything.
anywho,
What have you? Lost for your words.
Anywho, the way I see it, you and I need to have a little bit of a conversation without words. Huh?
Yes.
Indeed.
Without words.
Ah.
How do you have a conversation without words?
In the way I shall engage the said lady and the romanticness.
You talking to her like that?
Oh, no, I'm saying that's the action. I just approach and we go to romance.
Oh, so you're gonna walk up and try and kiss her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm definitely need a charisma check.
That is a 13 plus a 2, so 15.
15. So you come up and you just you going in for a
performance?
hug. What do you like? What's your approach?
That would be the old, almost like a dance move where you're like this and you go around and
Stick your hand out.
you go behind her, just hello, and go and grab the hair ponytail,
So you're gonna go and grab some of her long
Yeah.
blonde hair.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So when you get up on her and she's kind of looking at you, you get up very quickly. And you feel your hand grip onto her hair. She just vanishes. Mm-hmm. And she's over behind the desk now.
Cat and mouse is part of the fun, but please.
Oh my god, you've made Pepe Le Pew into a character.
But what are you, the cat or the mouse? Because the way I see it, a vermin has stumbled onto my
Don't
camp
be a council.
and is now trying to get into my pants.
Listen, you are the one who tried to seduce me, huh?
If I'm not mistaken, you freed my captive and took his place.
No, I did not take his place. You tried to let me take his place, but no.
You did break free.
Man,
And you'll feel it get a
Semantics.
little bit tighter around your throat when she says that. You can still breathe and talk, but
I was
like,
gonna say, yeah, but semantics. So tell me, what is it then that you want from me if it's not to have fun, huh?
it's not to have fun. I would want to know why you're in my fucking camp.
You drew me here. And then you suspended me in the air like a freaking piñata.
You weren't supposed to be. You hear just like kind of like a
Really?
Ford's like in there, he's just like that same characteristic goblin that you smacked earlier. You hear him just kind of chuckle and like let out a little fart. And she's
You
shut up.
keep the most interesting pets.
I need him. He's going to he's going to serve us well.
That's fair enough. Fine by me.
Yeah. So what do you have to gain from these? You're going out with them. Are you here just to try and declothe me so you can leave them here in the morning? Yes, yes, yes. And now you understand why I may have played a game of cat and mouse.
Listen, here is the situation. My territory has been encroached upon every which named a number.
Your territory? Continue.
Indeed. And I need to find out why the undead is walking this land.
So, like, kicking back in her chair, you'll see, like, her hands come up. I understand territory being...
Look at you again, trying to seduce me.
No, you see, these old, aching bones. I've been around quite a long time, my friend.
Do tell.
Somebody like yourself isn't just going to walk up and steal what so many have tried to steal before. I see you try and look at me. You can make eye contact, it's fine.
What?
What do you mean steal?
These goods. And she's going to gesture to her body. I am more than just a brain. I know that for a fact. But you know what? I'm not cheap.
We were actually.
And I don't think it would be very fair to any of these people I've sent out at this tent for you to get the true goods and to leave them wanting.
We skipped a crucial step in you doing this right now, and that is that you never rolled for hotness to see how you're supposed to be role playing against her and how you would perceive her.
Oh my god.
No, Armand, the way that
Lisa,
he showed me
Lisa.
Armand is... Plus, look at this.
I will tell
Oh, you're supposed to roll a d10 to see how hot.
Okay, roll a d10 real quick.
a detail.
see how hot he perceives her as.
A 7.
Wait.
It's not bad.
I mean, it's
On
not
a-
good. It's
on
not
a
like
1 to 10, yeah.
I don't think that shouldn't be how you perceive me.
that's how you roll. Yeah.
Let's see how she perceives you.
Okay.
Fucking cuck.
That doesn't work on that.
You're a fucking 4.
Well, that explains a lot.
He's gonna have to run the
So, again, tell me why I should believe that you won't get the real goods and leave the people that have vowed to help me
He
behind.
keeps calling it that.
So, with all due respect, lady.
Oh, beyond respect.
Oh, no, because you're the one that keeps saying that you want to go sleep with all the other men.
Nobody said anything about sleeping with the other men. The men
Kinda
simply
did. He's
have
like,
more
why
to
should
offer.
you get all the goods with
Hey,
except
none of
for
us can
all
hear
that?
this conversation, so.
All right. Okay, so
As of now, they actually have shown me something that they can offer.
what is it that you want from me then, huh?
I want you to help them,
Well, that's fair enough. I can do that.
but you won't be getting anything too much tonight. You've got to work.
So, with that said, I am going to charm her. No, there is no roll. You roll.
I have to make a save?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will say, are you sure?
What's
Not
the DC?
Too much.
What's the DC?
18.
It's going to be an 18.
Yeah, right on.
Beats it. She looks at you and like
Winks at her. I wink at her.
she winks
It
back.
was for the fun.
I'll tell you, you have impressed me. Not many people can break free of my holdings. And even more frequent, not many people can almost trick me. Rightly so, I've been alive quite a long time, and I've been in a jungle trapped for about a year? 8 months to a year, we'll say.
It has been a while for me too.
And
It is okay. I understand these things.
But you must understand, I, as attractive as you may be, I have priorities right now.
Oh, she's sober. She's sober.
Now, if,
Yeah, right? Yeah.
if you're willing to accompany them, show me something worth it.
Pull down your pants. Pull down your pants.
We might be able to talk more. And you'll see like her kind of and pull it open a little bit, and she's got a nice rack, and she's like looking at it, she's like, there's something specific I need.
There is something specific I need as well, but
Right,
Do
we're
tell.
making a deal for that right now.
oh no. You, I don't need you.
Oh.
I mean,
But-
you're the one who decided to stay here. Or
was
is
an
it that
interesting-
leash on your neck?
Leash.
Yeah, and as she says that, you'll feel like you're real tight.
She thinks I feel like it real tight.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so. Anywho, what is it that you want to give? What is it
Oh,
you
you
said?
said you had something you needed more interesting than thou.
You're the
She'll
one that
like
thinks
button
you're-
up a little bit.
Thinks you're better than everything else.
You're the one that tried.
Your loss, not mine.
Oh, sure. Sounds like you're not up to the challenge. And you'll see like the flap of the tent open. She like lifts her hand. You can leave.
This is where you're pulling Elton John.
Elton John.
For years, they weren't sure if he was bisexual or straight or gay.
Well, I mean, sure, 100%.
You can leave, or we can talk about the terms of our situation.
Let us talk about these terms.
She'll like close the curtain. And so she looks at you. She's like, I require a certain article to scry with, in a sense. It's an orb that it was taken from me some time ago by bandits in the jungle here. And it seems to have ended up in a similar location as to where they're going. I can't necessarily say I trust you or trusted the fact that after you had your way with me, you'd be here in the morning for our colleagues, but I do not wish to run that chance. So if you would like to have another dinner together, go with them.
I will accept the dinner, and I will go with your companions. But what I require from you is not your bed.
I mean, my body was what we were talking about.
What I would like more is a vow of protection.
A vow of protection.
Yes. You see, like your companions, we're all in need of
Protection?
protection, yes.
Don't you have a turf?
I do
An
have
area?
I do
Aren't
have
you a
kingdom.
big dog?
Even big dogs can fall to mini rats. You know this.
I do. I have recently witnessed one of my big dogs fall. And she looks at the party because you all killed Johnson.
Wait, are we in the room or not?
No.
Okay.
Well, then she didn't look at it.
Right?
I look at you all.
So anyhow, yes, this is what I did. For you, this orb and your protecting of the party.
I cannot
I
promise.
need your protection.
I cannot promise you or the party protection for this one little action.
No. There will be a time that I need to call upon you. That is all.
See her reach down. Oh, fuck, he's in there. She reach over to the other one. She pulls out this long, like, drawer. You can't necessarily see it from where you're standing, but she reaches down and she pulls up a holy symbol. It's like, keep this with you. And it's a holy symbol. It's like a little shield. It's just like a little shield of Lathander. It's glowing, kind of. So keep this with you.
All right.
Might give you a little version of what you're asking for. Because right now, I do wish to see you all the best. I won't be going with you, and unfortunately, he will not be either. So they're going to need somebody to watch out for them. And, you know, assist them.
Fair enough.
Being that I accidentally killed one of the other ones. And she just kind of like, sometimes I snap without thinking.
It's understandable. I have been down that path multiple times myself.
She was so
The
small
death of
and
that
frail.
little fairy.
She was such a small and frail thing. I hardly saw her disintegrate.
And this is when you trash talk your old dead character.
Surely you have no
Think
ties to
True
that
Blood. I think, ooh, fairy. Yummy. I have no idea who you're talking about. I am so sorry.
thing. Yes, insignificant.
The goblin, though, on the other hand.
A what? A what though?
That little measle thing inside their jar.
Yes. What about him? You still have his sword, and like you feel the sword vibrating in your hand, right? You never took it out of your hand, did you?
Apparently not.
Did you?
I don't think I can't. You told me I could.
No, you. Okay. So what exactly did I tell you last time? Because
It is precious to me.
yes, it is precious to you. You don't want to
Alright.
drop it. You don't want it
Well,
off
then
your
I probably
person.
put it like
Okay.
here.
Okay, that's fine.
It's probably like in my belt line.
She's like, you have enough of him with you right now, I think. You don't need much more than that sword. If you get into a super bad situation, that... I mean, I don't know what it can do to a monster or something, but...
Well, out of curiosity, could you spare about maybe a pint of his blood? Goblin blood is valuable, you know. For spells and whatnot.
like, you hear, what? Wait, what? What? She like pulls the drawer. You got enough open wounds. She like reaches down. Yeah. Why do you need blood?
For spells and whatnot. It is part of.
I'm a mage.
And?
So you're going on an adventure with the group of people that I trust, and you need it for blood magic.
Do you not know that goblin blood is valuable?
And Ford's like, no, Vasir, it's not. Goblin blood is completely garbage, and it's look, it's disgusting. She's like, well, he says it's disgusting and useless. And he's a goblin.
I would have to agree, but unfortunately, do you mind?
She's gonna insight check you.
I know you're
It's a
upset.
goddamn natural 1. Oh, fuck.
Of course it is.
She's looking at you, and she's just like, so you just need goblin blood for magic.
You never know what you're going to run into.
Vasir, he's gonna kill everybody in the party
Listen.
and take control of their bodies.
Out of curiosity, do you not know that there is these stupid creatures out here? Whatever they're called. They run around and they like the smell of blood. You never know when you need them. Get them off the trail.
I thought it was for magic.
Magic's magic and everything else. There is multiple uses. Now I'm starting to sound like Ford.
So
Multiple uses.
she goes down to the drawer, pulls up another it's like a 6-ounce vial.
Cool.
She's like, squeeze his
You
nose.
have to
Squeeze his nose.
not his nose.
Squeeze his nose.
Uh,
Ah! And he just like lets out a big scream. You fucks!
Fresh one's better.
And like as you do this for like tries to bite at you. She's like, ugh. Slams him back down. Closes the drawer.
Now,
Ah!
wasn't that fun?
Get out of my tent. No, she looks at you. She's like, well, you have your blood. You have your mission. You've seen what's going on. And she like gestures and, you know, fastens her bosom a little bit.
I'll go out and help him.
Who? Him?
Yeah.
Yeah. She like opens the flap and she's like, as you were.
Have a wonderful night.
You as well.
Oh, I plan to.
Good luck to you in the jungle. Don't get eaten. Gone. Okay, so you're outside and so Marshall, what are you doing?
I believe Jason wanted to step me aside.
Okay, so you're gonna have a moment.
You had
Real quick.
talking for more than 5
You went
minutes.
back
of
to
that accent,
the-
have
I
you?
went back to the tent I was in before.
You
Got your
did
pommels and your
5 minutes
Yep.
of that accent, have you?
No.
You are being followed by the 3 settlers still. Oh no. Silas went off to make some medicines tonight. Chance and Mary went with the other 2 guards. That's right. Okay. So what would exile? You're just getting down for the night as well? Because you got to leave out in the morning.
Wasn't I supposed to be gathering something? Yeah, I'm supposed to. No, I was. How far until that giant dinosaur is gonna be walking by?
Oh, that's right. You were listening to that. So when you go back outside, okay, we'll come to that. Okay, when we come to you, we'll come to that. You're going to bed. Okay, we'll come in the morning. We'll flash to you two. What you get is like behind you, you see him coming out of the tent and like coming at you. But you guys are off to the side real quick. You came out of the tent. You walked off. As you were, you're next to a tree by the edge of the camp, right? Okay. So what would you, are you gonna like, you want to go over it personally or?
Yeah. Hello, friend.
Good.
Where'd you go? Why are you looking the other way?
Outside of town. Now over here.
Look, I know
Oh, I know too. I know a lot of stuff.
I'm the best at everything I do. But
I need help feel better.
there's one thing I'm trying to learn that I'm not the best at, and you seem to be pretty good at.
Dying.
That
No, that would have been my character.
Oh.
shadow
That's true.
thing you summoned, the
That little
clone.
fairy, we knew him well.
Oh, you mean this? Wait, just a bunch of hand
Oh,
signals.
Naruto.
And then nothing will happen. Like this. Oh! Yeah?
Yes, but when it actually works.
Oh. I don't really know either. It looks cool.
But like, how do you summon it? What feelings do you get when you do it?
Side of the barn.
But I don't know.
Oh, I never noticed that.
So, talking about the clone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
kinda.
Okay. Just making sure.
I will give Jason that little helmet that the ghost puts on his face.
Yeah. So he hands you over this this helm. It's just like it's like the covering for a head, not really the face, and it's just kind of got this like black ephemeral mist coming off it, right? For your
Here, you try.
I'll do the same hand signals that he did,
roll me your performance check.
and I'll toss it to the side.
Like a Pokeball.
You do take a level of.
You actually level down.
He can't do it unless he's got 4 levels of fight.
Performance, you said?
Yeah.
8.
Hey. So yeah, your hand symbols. Like you get the first one right, the second one wrong, the third one wrong, the fourth one, Yadiel's like, okay,
And you said he threw it on the ground?
and then you toss it over the side, so it just lands. Like
I'll toss it, I go, yeah! And I'll like,
Chink, chink, chink.
The shadow will ephemerate from once he throws it on the ground.
So it'll stop, and for a second it's like nothing happens, and then it like ascends, and it's
His arms are folded. Shake his head. Yeah, we'll work on that.
What?
the little clone comes up to you, and he's like, "Look." He makes the hand symbols right in front of you again. He's like, get it right. He doesn't say anything, but he shakes his hands at you.
I'll try to mimic the ones that Clone did.
And he'll like shake his hand at you.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Because I've been trying to do something like that for a while now. And I can't get mine to appear.
Maybe you don't have enough fingers.
How many fingers do you have?
Enough?
We have the same amount.
I might have more.
No, I didn't think of that one.
He's talking about spiritual fingers.
And so, can the two of you make me a perception check?
11.
Just touch the screw.
11.
Just get a little sucker around this.
14.
Okay. So you hear sort of not really footsteps, but the twilight that is falling over around you guys at about 8:30, 9 o'clock time. The like tiny pacing drags, like shh, shh, can be heard, but it wouldn't really be enough to directly alert you. But Marshall definitely hears, like, his militaristic mind is getting a little bit of a reminiscence, and he's like, you remember like that sort of that drag, like a weapon or a body being dragged of some sort, off to the direction.
Like off in the...
Yeah, like off.
Okay, in the...
Pretty far. Maybe something big is like trudging through the forest, and it's like dragging on some trees or something. Maybe something's being drugged, but and yeah, you hear that off to that side, and a little bit further this way, you hear some. But you can't make it out.
Maybe you did a bigger job than I thought. I'll see what...
Let me try one more time. What feeling do you say? Like, you said you didn't really have a feeling, it just sort of happens?
Yeah, I don't really do the thing that you do.
Alright, let me try real fast. I'll start doing the hand signals again, and you'll see like a blue mist start to like appear behind me. But like as it starts to take a shape, it just collapses in on itself. And I'm like, oh.
So you're trying to learn your. So what exactly is your? Is it an ability that lets you do that?
The shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like breathing. Like, you don't think about it. It's just something that just happens.
But that comes from the critical role thing, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
comes from
Yeah.
And
him
that
being a
you have.
fourth level fighter.
I'm trying.
Chose
You know what mine's coming from, right?
What?
The like thing I'm trying to do.
Like simulacrum?
That's the spell I'm trying to do.
Oh, clone?
Not clone.
Well, just yeah.
You can magically manifest an echo. You can like mentally command it.
But don't you have to have been trained by like the specific people from that? Which you would be, and therefore you could go through like a performance check to go through
I'm
teaching.
trying to flavor this spell.
You maybe could.
With what I told you before.
It would be up to you, DM, if that was the case.
I'd say you can definitely try and like
Maybe teach him, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That can be like something you can come to an agreement to. Is like as you go on this journey or
So-
something, you try and teach him.
So Marshall will go, oh, you did a perfect job making the strange blue blob. It was
He's
flawless.
given a different spell flavor.
Was that what it was supposed to be?
So that's why I was confused. So,
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. I remember talking about this.
I remember as well, but I thought that was when you killed something.
No, that's something else.
You tried to kill-
So you can summon two technically.
Yeah. The one I summoned when I kill something with my curse is much,
I see
much
what
weaker.
I see what's happening.
Hmm.
Duplicity.
Face to face with greatness and it's strange. I know it's a lot. The hair, the
We're
body.
demonetized.
Like,
But that's what
we're
getting
money
the
in the
skull
first
for,
place.
the crystal skull.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't be able to just outright make this. You'd have to have some kind
I
of.
would need the focus, which is why it's not
That's
working
fine.
right now.
Okay.
Now look,
What can I say?
we can make a
Say-
deal.
So I'm going to make a ruling on this though, because I did look into him and have an understanding based on what Matt Mercer said. His specific archetype has to be like underneath a queen and learn from a specific battalion of magic wielders.
Yeah.
So you will have to, you know, on this adventure,
It's a
you know,
learn thing. over
it
time.
will be an activity to learn and manifest that spell. So, you know, I'd like to see that.
Marshall will take his giant hand. Look, I understand that I'm in a position of power, and I don't really want to, you know, get away without using it.
And characteristic-wise, you know, Mom would teach.
Make a deal. Look. I will teach you my awesome ability of doing something I don't know how to do, and pretend like I know how to do it. And you could teach me how to do some of those cool poses that you do now. Like this one, ha! And like, my muscles. Oh, alright, let's practice.
See the shadow behind Yadiel, like,
Flawlessly. Yeah, like that. But better.
and then when you look at him, he's like,
He just has. How did he get 4 hands?
But if you like,
but. So, you have anything else to say?
if you'd like, if you could join me in my morning training, that's where I do most of my posing.
How early?
I try to wake up in at least an hour or two before everyone else.
I don't think I can pose that early. But I'll make it.
All right.
This is a silly party.
Okay, so we'll flash off from y'all. You guys are gonna head to like your sleeping areas.
Yeah. But
Right?
didn't you say there was something out there?
You're out. You're asleep.
Oh,
You're already well
I didn't hear
asleep.
noise.
You
Marshall
see
thought
them
there was something.
talking.
Okay.
And right at the end of their conversation, come sprinting up to them, right?
That's pretty, no.
Well, you come up to them.
Yeah.
And do you have anything to say to them? What did you come over here to confront them about?
My dear friend, you're going to do some kind of ceremony for the funerals, right?
Oh yes, that was that was something I kind of wanted to do. It was a little personal, yeah.
You need assistance.
I think all the bodies are already burning
Yeah.
or burned.
Brilliant! Then I start flexing because that's what I was doing when I was.
So you were gonna bury him, right?
Yeah, I wanted to bury the ashes.
Yeah. I think he's just wanting to create a headstone or something.
Okay. So like, yeah. If you guys want to work, find a stone or something that before night falls, or take care of it.
I tell you
It's
what,
up to
you
y'all.
do your thing and I'll do this and I'll have it ready for you in the morning.
Brilliant. If we are looking for stones, I did hear a really big stone move, and I point to the clearing where I heard that big rumble.
Good deal.
Then
I'll
maybe
find
it's on
something
that way.
closer.
Maybe that way, friend. It's definitely not a big giant thing out there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Will, you are listening for. You still have your communicate with animals going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it lasts for an hour or so, I believe.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, but the conversation inside of there didn't take that long. So you come out, and yeah, you're wanting to do what exactly?
I was gonna follow Giant Beastie to the lake because I figure when it goes in the water, it's gonna defunk a lot of fish, and I can get fish oil for making the health potions that we need.
Okay, well you're gonna have to make me a perception check to see how, like, if you can hear how far or how close he is away.
You see, it's gonna be pretty much going right by our.
Yeah, he is. But like at this point, he's still a good 40 feet away from the camp. He's not right next
40
to
feet?
the camp.
Yeah, 40 feet's close.
Right, but he's not like
40
behind
foot
this
is
tent.
Probably not even halfway through the yard.
Yeah, and with big ass trees in the way,
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Big.
he'd be able to find him though.
Okay.
We would not be walking right behind the tent though.
All right. Well, I got an 11, so.
Yeah. So you're just listening for his singing, and so off, not too far away, you can hear this big because it's gotten closer. He was further back, and now that you've gone in the tent, he's kind of lumbered forward a little bit more, and yeah, he's. I mean, as far as you can tell, he's directly behind off in the distance where that Visir's tent is.
Can I look around and see if there's just a big rag or something, like a fallen part?
There's
piece of a tent?
definitely a stick, like part of the tent framing that's been wrapped in the cloth, and you could like have a makeshift torch.
No. I was looking for something that I could eventually like just throw the fish on and then wrap it up and like tie it off. And
Your
carry
sword
it
doesn't
back.
give you dark vision?
It gives me true sight 5 foot.
Oh.
I believe it gives you dark vision too, 60 foot. I believe it does.
I'm just saying, because every single freaking item he's ever thrown at us has dark vision on it.
No, you've only got one item, sir.
Yeah, well, whatever.
And I don't think you got shit from that sword.
Not yet.
You ain't gonna get shit.
Oh, listen, mister. You said as soon as you picked up it, as soon as you touched it, you see
The sword
everything clear.
produces.
Yeah, you're right.
Really
60 foot
clear.
for dark vision. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't need a sword to see.
Neither do I, but that's beside me.
So you go over to the tree line. I mean, for the wrapping and stuff, the only sort of wrapping around is the tent that's kind of mangled and the fire has been going on it. But I mean, you do like a survival check, try and get some like enough to get carry 10 pounds of fish or something.
4 plus 3, 7.
So you get enough for 7 pounds of fish.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you gather it up, and you can hear he hasn't moved very fast. Still just a. I'm going for a bath.
Okay.
You going that way?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow him, I guess.
So you're gonna go through, and there is like a heavy like tree and bush line that you get
Reminiscence
to.
of last time.
You're gonna have to make me like an athletics check to traverse through it.
God damn. 14.
14, yeah. So you get through. You get like maybe a little scrape. You feel like kind of some spider webs tingling all on you, but imagine it's nothing for because you're a traveler, right?
Yeah.
So you're used to walking around through the various types of areas in Pharozena. Thank you. And you get through, and at first, all you see is this big club tail. Like, not really moving. Just kind of like he's there, and like the singing's still going, but it's like. And he's like focused on something in front of him as he's like swinging his butt.
Can I see what it is?
You'd have to like make your way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's
So-
not. But he's not moving, right?
Nah, he's swinging his butt, but he's like maybe he's like eating something or like trying to dig something up or like taking a drink or just sitting for a moment. But yeah, he's just like really happy, still singing, shaking his butt.
And I guess I'll wander around and see what he's fucking looking at.
And so off like you guys kind of hear this loud trumpeting. You don't hear it as clearly as Exile Bear does, and you're asleep. You definitely, as you're looking for a stone, is like, So you go around to the front of him, and it just looks like he's like got kind of like a dead raptor, and he's like chewing on it.
Totally. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the raptor looks fairly fresh, but he's just like and dropping it. You want to go take a bath? And he like reaches down to pick it up, and he goes to shake his head,
Oh my
and
god.
he like catches you,
Nah, damn it.
and he like looks at you, and he's got this raptor in his mouth, and he's like standoff. He stops in his tracks. He's just looking at you like,
You're heading for a bath too.
and he like spits the raptor out on the ground. You speak dinosaur?
I.
What the fuck? And he like drops the raptor. He's like, I wasn't gonna eat it. I hate it when they jump on me. I'm not a bus. What are you laughing at, friend?
I had the same problem with the wee ones.
Yeah. You're kind of big. Not as big as me. Because he's like, he's a big ankylosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's maybe 8 foot tall at the shoulder as you, and his head is like square line up with you, but The girth behind him is surmountable. He looks like he could easily be 6 tons.
How fun.
And that boulder is probably triple the size of your head on his tail. He says, "Yep, my name's Denny.
Hi, Denny. I'm Exile Burr.
How are you? I've never met
I'm a Goliath.
a Goliath. I've never met a thing in general that can speak dinosaur.
Aye. Well, I'm getting kinda hungry. How about... No, not gonna eat you, my friend.
Oh no, this.
Oh, that's not on me palate. But I like me some fish.
Well, there's a river.
Aye, let's go to the river.
All right, outside of game. Make me a history check.
God damn it. Okay.
Oh, this river's in a valley.
Do I know
You wouldn't know
anything?
about it.
11.
It's not enough. You wouldn't know about this river. You think quickly and you're like, river.
Where's he taking a bath?
You remember that there's a land bridge.
Okay.
That's it. Because Ford did talk about the land bridge. And he's like, well, I expected to make it there by morning.
God damn it.
But we can go.
Well, is there any water that's closer I can get some fish?
Not that you'd safely drink at. Still pools. Feeding grounds. Only the stupid go there.
Aye.
Me, I'm dumb, but I'm big. And he'll like, boom, his tail onto the ground. You all feel this. Like 60, 70 feet off, just maybe not as intense as Exile Bear, but like a big thump to the ground, shakes the ground, and there's just an indent from his tail. This thing keeps me safe. Her name's Taily.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah, you wake up and like, what the fuck?
No, it's more like, alright.
Yeah, nothing you notice.
Denny's a god.
Well, I try to be nice as long as you don't step on my food, you don't make me food, nobody makes me food, and you don't ride on me like a bus unless I tell you you can, or are a bird that pick ticks. I don't like ticks. And he like rears his neck and there's like, it's got to be like the size of a grapefruit. He's like, this one they can't pick off. I call her Ticule.
Ew, what?
This one over here is Ticulite.
This guy's the best.
He's just got like, they're almost like earrings to him, like from where his little ear holes are, but they're just gigantic fucking ticks.
Why can't you pick them off?
And he'll hit himself in the face with his club foot and just, don't know! Don't got fingers, I guess.
Do you want me to cut it off?
Could you?
Aye.
Oh, get over here. And he'll like,
Alright, I cut off the tick.
I go over there and I'm like, I mean, this tick, I mean, even Exile Bear's large hands, you could palm it like a basketball. And like, you just cut its little mouth off.
Yeah.
And it just starts to squirt blood from its mouth hole. Like, what do you do with it?
Like throw it on the ground and stab it.
It dies. And he's like, oh, I can hear out of this ear. Get the other one, please.
Alright, do the same thing.
Take it off. He's like, tell you what. I can't necessarily. Wait. You want to ride somewhere? I can take you to that still water and protect you.
Aye, it'd be much appreciated.
Oh, yeah. It's. Come on. So, yeah. You guys are going to long rest. You, my friend, we're going on a journey. As the night ensues,
The greatest adventure.
He's like, look, hop up on my back, find you a comfortable spike to sit on. It's like maybe 30 minutes that way.
Actually, I got an idea. Can I clear his back with my feather fall? I got that feather for feather fall.
You could like jump yourself up on there easily.
All right.
But what do you want to do? Give it to him?
No, just like jump.
Oh yeah. You can hop up there easily. Yeah. There's definitely some big ass spikes you can grab onto as well. You ever
Okay.
seen Torterra?
No.
Okay. You ever seen an Ankylodon? Ankylosaurus?
Okay, I date a dinosaur nerd. I don't know the dinosaurs though. Sorry, Kira.
He is so imagine those big turtle those big turtle dinosaurs.
Oh, the turtle one's a giant spike tail?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
One of those has just
You showed me Pokemon, okay.
he has this massive club that is like fucking bludgeoning. And he's like, come on. And you get up on there and you see him like start kicking off. He's like, I'm gonna go a little faster. I don't want to be late for my bath. I'm meeting somebody there.
Woo!
And he like clombs through the trees, just come on. And like you gotta like hang on a little bit. So make me a dexterity saving throw.
You said Dex?
Yeah.
17.
17? Yeah. You hang on tight, and he's like, ah, okay, we're almost there. And, a few minutes, a good amount of time travels. He's very persistently huffing. He doesn't run like a horse, but he like pretty well. And anything that's in his way moves. Yeah, you're running through, you see countless little animals just running. Raptors sprint off. You even see some Allosaurus with your dark vision off, like maybe into the tree canopy a little bit of the ways.
Yeah.
And they don't move, they just watch. They're sat down underneath like a dense tree and nobody seems to bother you.
Mm-hmm.
And coming up on the horizon, there's this not huge, maybe 30 by 30 pool of water out in front of you. And he gets up to the edge of it and he's like, here you go.
I thank you, friend. And I'm gonna, I guess, jump down off of him and I guess proceed to try and catch fish.
So roll me a nature check with roll me a nature check.
Survival or nature?
Survival, same thing.
Fuck.
Well, what's better, survival or nature?
Nature is 0 and survival is 3. So
So survival.
okay.
There you go.
That gives me 9.
9? Okay. So you don't get like too many fish. Get out, you look at the pool. The pool is stilled. Not much movement on the surface. Maybe a few frogs, maybe a few like crawfish. You can see that have dug holes in it. And like I imagine you would get some of the crawfish.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5 foot out into the pool, it begins to deepen quite a bit.
Okay.
And I don't know if you necessarily want to walk any further, but you're at, I'd say, maybe about, for you, leg width for a normal person is,
Yeah.
so your legs are almost up to your balls in the water. Your jimmies are just dangling over the surface. So would you like to push further to try and inspect the water, or like?
Yeah, let's go a little bit further so I can find some fish.
Okay. So
Or
you
gator.
You get a little bit deeper into the water, and you're like maybe about right here, and your vision sees clearly through the water once you're a little bit closer, and along the bottom, slippery moving entities seem to pass by one another, almost in like a weaved pattern, out into the center of the water. What seems to have rose up now is just like a little bit of foliage from where you took a few steps. And you can see that there is maybe like a 12-pound fish of some sort kind of stilly floating.
Like it's dead already?
I don't know. It's just floating there. It's kind of moving forward, but it's not really making any movement in its body.
I'm gonna back up some.
Okay. Make me a perception check. Your communication with animals is faded as well. You're in the ride over here, so you wouldn't.
6.
6? Yeah, you are real focused on this water. But yeah, you hear like a little gruff behind you, like, Hey! Don't go too far in.
Yeah, more like.
Yeah, I mean, your communication with animals. I mean, unless you recast it somewhere along the ride, which I'm sure you would, right?
Yeah, I would try. I probably. Okay, retcon a little bit. I cast it again before I go in the water.
Yeah. Okay. So then, like, yeah, he's like talking to you, and before you step in, he's like, "Don't go in too much further.
Okay.
I've seen weird stuff here. The fish should be okay though, if you can catch any."
All right. I got rope. Can I throw? Okay, let me back up to where it's a little more shallow, and I'm like only.
Back up to your Jimmy area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me. Well, can I reach down to like a rock or something on the bottom of the water?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
You can get a hand-sized rock.
Okay, and let me throw it on top of the fish.
The one that's coming at you.
Yeah.
Roll me a strength check, because you're gonna have to pierce the water surface with it. You know?
19.
Good splash. Good audible splash. The water was rather still. Yeah, you definitely hit the fish. It was pretty big, moving pretty slow. Your rock goes right through the water. It begins to tumble and raise to the top belly first. Like you hit the fish, you rose to the top.
Okay, it's a dead fish.
It is now.
It definitely
Or at
is,
least
might be
unconscious.
now.
Yeah.
Or it might be unconscious.
Unconscious fish. Okay.
It might be a mimic pretending to be a dragonfish.
You watch too many animes, brother. All right. Well, let me take the rope and I guess try to throw it on top of the fish and see if I can wheel it back to
Pull
where
it.
it's safe. Yeah.
So like you lop the rope gets a little wet, and then like you can like takes a few throws, but you can get the fish to you.
Okay.
It gets within arm reach.
Okay.
You can reach out and grab it.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Reach out. It's a big ass carp. It's probably about 15 pounds, and it's probably about 2 feet long. It's a nice hefty fish. And the guy behind you, Denny, he's like, "Oh wow! I didn't know they got that big."
I didn't either.
Well,
Uh,
I'm not bathing here.
all right. And is there any other fish I can see?
Not really. Not from where you're standing now.
Okay.
You do hear some crunching though,
Like
Sorry.
from the water or from the side of the.
from like off in the distance, like from around. Because like the water, the water's edge. It's not just water and then trees. There's a little bit of a shoreline to this pool, and so around the shoreline where the trees kind of start to generate again, you do hear some crunching, like footsteps walking towards the pool of water. And like Denny's like, something's coming.
Yeah, I think we should head out. So I'm gonna,
Get on.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump back up on top of him.
As soon as you get onto his back, like peeking his head out through, one of the Allosaurus that you saw riding over, he like, and then he just like waves his butt at him. He's like, "Come on, big guy." Allosaurus is having none of it, but he like focused on you, and he's like, sort of recedes into the tree line, and then he's like, "Let's go." Take off back.
Yeah.
Take off back to the camp. No Allosauri are sitting there now. Still the same thing. He just did a 180 and went back down the path that he paved.
Okay.
Take a ride. You get up back to the clearing that he met you, and he's like, "All right, this is where my bulldozing ends. I gotta go meet a lady." And at this
Alright.
point, it's about 10 o'clock. It's definitely nighttime.
All right, so I jump down off of him and everything, and I say, "Thank you, Denny," and then I take my weapon off, turn it upside down, and go, "Respect."
"Yes, sir." And he'll like raise his tail up over. He's like, "Respect. See you, friend. If you
Alright.
catch me again, don't bother me while I'm messing around with my lady."
I have fun breeding.
"Thank you." "Once every 10 years, bullshit." He just starts taking his time and just walking on, and you stand there, and his tail swings back, hits a few trees, and slowly disappears. And off goes Denny.
Nice. I made a friend.
You made a friend. And a nice friend.
Which hopefully will come in handy later for a giant battle.
I definitely think Denny might be useful later. If you find some way to weaponize him, like, without a doubt.
Some guns.
Just load him up like Blastoise and let him 360 on the battlefield.
There you go.
Yeah. You get a sip of my drink.
Welcome back, friends.
Yeah. Armand, are you still awake?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and last thing I do before my turn's up, I want to take the fish to. Who's making the potion?
You walk in. Oh, it's going to be a chance.
Yeah, I take the fish to chance the.
Yeah. So you know the tent. You know the tent he walked into.
Yeah.
When
Sorry.
you come back through into the encampment, it's a little bit more dim here than it was outside of the trees. It's
Okay.
like a little bit smoky, and you see Armand over there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You would more be chicking with your fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't
can
be
do that.
using
I could scratch it.
Everybody is asleep, so you'd be.
I'm just scratching at it.
And so make me a perception check.
Yeah. Let's better find my perception.
We are gonna get out of here
Well,
in the morning. We're gonna
Okay.
get out of this camp.
19.
19. Yeah, you hear big footsteps.
So I'll just. Welcome back, old friend.
And on the ground,
Our friend.
what you see,
You.
he's got this like tombstone-esque size slate and like scratch markings of like names on it.
Is
And
it
what
an-
you see is him holding a big ass fish and wrapping.
Some of us not want to die in the next battle.
Understandable.
Is that it?
Yeah, then I got a chance and give him the fish.
You go in there. Chance sees you. He's like, "Oh, wow, a carp."
How many potions you think you can make with this?
Well, considering carps are primarily bone and not meat, maybe like 5 or 6.
Better some than none.
Better some than none. I will, no, you know what? How about I make 5 and turn the last one into 2 pastes?
What did the paste do?
You can rub it, and it's like an antibiotic cream that, heals you a little bit.
Aye, that sounds good.
Okay. Now, these won't be increasingly amazing potions, considering, thankfully, Samantha did have some other alchemic properties that I needed. We'll be able to get you some I think they're 1d8 plus 2 is the healing potion I'm going to give you all.
Okay.
But I'll need tonight, my friend.
Aye,
And like,
thank you.
Set the fish here, please. Just got a little
Plop it.
You'll see him whip out one of his little scalpels. Comes out of his his cloak,
Oh, Assassin's Creed style. Nice.
and he just begins to slice it. Thank you, Exalbear. I'll see you in the morning.
Aye.
So go over. Armand,
Aye.
night falls.
Cool.
You see Exalbear go over and get into his tent. You hear the sounds of sleeping ensue. You were the last man awake. It takes you. Roll me a strength check. Actually, roll me a performance check.
Performance, huh?
Strength with a performance.
Strength. How do you do that?
Roll a strength and then roll a performance.
So just
Uh-uh.
athletics or pure strength?
Just strength.
Strength
Add them both up
will
and divide it by
be
2.
a 10.
10? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah.
And then what check?
Performance.
Performance is a 16.
Yeah, so as the night goes on, you make a very nice gravestone, undoubtedly. Your fingers don't get tired or anything, and your nails don't chip, and this comes together quite nicely with all, how many names?
Fuck.
Gotcha.
12.
It was.
12 names.
Yep.
Yeah. Night falls. The party rests. Everything goes well. Do we all remember what we're to do in the morning? Or what the goals are in the morning? What's your goal, Tyler?
Keep them alive.
Okay, and
Retrieve
find
an
the
orb.
scribe more. Okay. What's your goals, my friend?
Wake up.
in the journey though.
Oh. I guess we're heading to the. Are we going to the spider place first? I lost track.
Find out. Morning comes. Everybody roll me a d20.
Danny is now a vampire.
16.
16.
Nat 20.
Hey,
18.
So, you are not woken by this. The rest of you are woken by a large scream. Very, very large
goddamn,
scream.
Bloody Mary again, bro.
All I'm
And,
doing is just looking up
oh
from
my-
the tombstone.
You didn't sleep? I figured you'd go into a tent of some sort. You come out of a tent.
Fun.
Yes. Are you going to give it away?
No, I just
Okay.
don't need to sleep.
Okay. You come out of a tent.
Okay. Could have woke up before everybody.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you. Elves
Perfect.
take 4 hours.
That's actually perfect. You're the first one out the door, really. I mean, but you all come out the tent at the same time for
Cool.
matters of importance. You be chilling in your tent doing whatever, but come out. You're
Polishing my sword.
When I do this faster, it really starts to vibrate.
And so you come out. You all come out of right here, except you, Jason. You're asleep. This tent.
Sparks fly.
Oh, it's that kind of campaign now.
And standing over the tent is just this big, big beast. And he's like leaned over and he's just chomping away at the ground.
Great.
And Yadiel, you hear?
Yes.
Big beast chopping away at the tent of fire. Just chewing up the remains and stuff in there. And you guys can hear crunching, snapping, especially you. You're not too far away. For whatever reason, the footsteps didn't wake you when he came up. But when you come out, he's standing there, and he's just like
Yo, who's
chomping
that?
down into it.
Many
And,
looking a little different.
The
Name's on
scream
the bottom.
actually came from Vasir. Vasir comes out of her
She doesn't
tent.
strike me as
Oh
somebody
my
that's
god,
straight.
he's eating. Oh my god, they're eating her. And now they're gonna eat me. Oh no.
Just out of curiosity, is Johnson's body still on the ground?
It is not.
Where would what tent would I be in?
Interesting.
Where is his armor still on the ground?
It is not.
Mike,
Oh.
what tent would I
Cut
be
off the
sleeping
belly of the
in?
beast.
You guys aren't too far away from all this, though. You come out and it's probably maybe a perception check. You're a little bit groggy.
You don't notice a giant thing. I don't think it's been described
12.
as yet.
22.
Okay. Fuck you.
22.
Okay. 21?
I'm
You're
sleeping.
you're not out there yet. Roll me a check to wake up though. After you won't be able to come out right away.
I think you're
just
bad.
A flat D20.
Sunday.
Yeah.
11.
Strength checks.
One more turn, you'll wake
Oh,
up.
okay.
Surprisingly.
So
You want
Sunbathing,
to
yes.
take initiative then?
No, I do wisdom. Wisdom-based perception.
coming out of the tent,
I took perception.
you all roll pretty good.
Proficiency.
You're a little bit groggy, but this sparks you right awake as you see an adolescent, not fully grown by any means, T-Rex just reach down and take a mouthful of dirt and guts and blood and bones and just. And of course, it is Vasir that walked out. She's like, ah! She just wasn't ready for it for whatever reason, and she
Really?
just screams.
From what I
And like,
blast fireballs at stupid fairies, but you scream at this.
unexpected.
I'm not mad or anything.
She comes out and she's like,
Hey, Tyler.
she looks around at all of you. You'll see her stick her hand up. Her eyes close, and a little bit of pulsating light comes out of her hand, and she says, it's pretty audible from the distance you guys are. It's like, creature, leave. Please. And the creature like fixates on her. And yeah. He looks at her, and his eyes kind of like, and he looks around and he catches a glimpse of you right next to him, and he's like, well, you see him lock eyes on you.
If he comes near me, I'm gonna swing at him.
He doesn't make any like threatening body posture. In fact, his tail would be like his head's getting ready to turn away from you guys. Like he turns away and he catches you in his eye. What do you do anything?
I'm still waking up.
Catches you in his eye. Catches Armand in his eye. And exiting the tent, you are confronted by
A T-Rex?
T-Rex. Looks you square in the face, and he's like,
I collapse on the ground.
you just like drop to your knees, or
No, I'm laying down.
so you're just okay. So you like fall out of his sight, and he like just takes off running. You hear his footsteps. And he just leaves these giant footprints off into the distance that he runs. Yeah. The seer comes and she's like, weren't you supposed to do something about that?
I figured that he came to say hi to you. Yeah?
Just like you guys did?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. You all have rations.
I sure hope that Vizier did not intentionally place that T-Rex there to look cool.
I'm all set with rations, thank you.
Oh, God. She like catch her eye at you and she's like, really? Okay, good. What have you, big one?
I got me rations.
Yeah, you smell like a ration. What did you get into last night? A pound of fish?
Aye. And it's Denny.
Denny.
Aye.
Absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
Are you hungry?
I could eat breakfast if you had breakfast.
Lovely. Mary has prepared breakfast with Silas over in the tent over
Oh,
there.
I like her breakfast.
Good. She told me to let you know. Please, right then. Vizier points over to this tent. You can see Silas. He's out there like, come on. Like you see Silas, like, come on, everybody. Not you. You're on the ground. But she like gestures, yeah. She's like, hey, Silas and Mary have prepared breakfast for everybody. She like ushers you over to come to the tent.
Beautiful! Finally, food!
And Ethan, you gonna get up off the ground if you see them walk towards the tent?
Ooh, is that a new pose, Jason?
No,
You're gonna cower.
I'm violently shaking on the ground.
I'll walk over and help him up.
Comes over. Okay.
Come on.
Marshall will use a
I'm still shaking on the ground.
You try and pick him up, and he just
Alright,
falls
fine.
back down.
You know, if you can't take seeing a giant dino in a dino jungle, maybe you should stay in the town.
I'll use charm on him. Calm down. Come on.
What's the save?
18.
18, Jesus Christ. Wisdom?
Yep. Calm, my friend. Be at peace with yourself. Let us go eat breakfast. No?
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Oh, yeah.
All intelligent people know that. And Vizier gants over to the cabin with the food. This luscious smell of just whatever. Huh?
Does Orcalis already have his bowl?
Oh, Orcalis is in the tent. Mary like already had your plate.
Okay, he's gonna walk back out with the plate. He's gonna walk over him and he's
pretty
gonna
certain.
look at him and
So Orcalis has got his food eaten and has come to watch you cower on the ground.
If I'm not mistaken, like for player versus player in that aspect, he can either choose to fail it or choose to succeed or choose to just
That's true.
like I am I not mistaken?
Yeah, but charm person only gives you advantage on your charisma checks against me.
So I'm
charisma
telling you
check
to
would be the
be
percentage.
calm.
it depends on if
Now,
you also
relax.
knew in advance.
Gotcha.
Because he didn't know in advance that you were gonna charm him.
Gotcha.
Alright, with natural 20. I was gonna roll advantage that time.
Oh.
With a natural 20,
Still cower?
no, you'll see me like straighten up. And I would assume you had your hand out to like help me up.
Yeah.
I'll take your hand and.
It's cold.
Eh,
You're
it's
right.
it's,
It
it's
was
still
cold outside.
jungle temperature.
It's cold.
It's still be
It's colder than he is.
yeah. It's cooler to the touch, my friend.
I got fingerless gloves on. I guess I use my wrapped hand though, so I don't feel it.
Okay. Okay. Orcalis is there just as you stand up off the ground. Yes, breakfast is good.
Mary has breakfast back at the
I'll go over to the
tent.
side of the tent and just prop myself up and sip from my coffee cup.
Thank you. I
Did
don't
he-
know what overcame
Yes.
me with that.
Did you hear what he said?
No.
Mary has breakfast over there in the tent.
Oh. All right. Thanks.
It's okay. If you don't have time to eat it, I'll eat it.
And you see Mary come out. Is anybody else hungry? We have a lot. Are you eating?
Yeah, I never stopped. I yelled that over my shoulder while walking away.
Do I get seconds?
Go, yeah. She points out, you guys come back and eat as much as you want, and you'll see Vasir come in there, and she'll get Samantha and Silas and everybody. And what are you? Armand has helped you up, or Kalis has told you about breakfast, and Mary is come on, time to eat. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go grab my breakfast, but I'm going to go out and do. I'm gonna go eat it by myself while I do my morning training.
Go and grab it and just leave.
Okay, that's perfect. Just go in. Armand, I imagine you're on the outside
Outside
of
of
this
the tent,
tent.
propped up.
You
Just
go
kind
in.
of on one of the posts.
Vasir is here eating. So is Samantha. So is everybody. Go in, grab your food, and we'll see Ethan make a quick exit out. Go over and find a tree. And,
Now that I don't have a druid, that won't kill me because I hit a tree.
now there's a good sturdy tree, a little bit bigger than the other ones around.
I mean, I'm not gonna hit the tree with my weapon. That just roll a weapon.
Everybody that's in the tent will look at them and say, anybody know what's wrong with him?
I, for one, I got, you sometimes get startled by giant beast eating fallen comrades. I mean, I understand.
Thought we cleared all the comrades.
They were in the tent.
Oh,
Y'all threw them on the tent. Y'all were going to bury
Does
the
that
ashes.
wait?
gotcha.
Does that make us the beast then?
yeah, totally.
But, I mean,
He was eating all the dead ashes.
yeah. All the, he just,
He was eating barbecue.
Now, keep in mind, nobody made a perception check about the appearance of the dinosaur or kind of inquired about its body posture or anything like that. So,
Well, I made a perception check and horribly failed compared to everybody else. So, but they all got 22. Shouldn't they have seen something?
it wasn't an observation. An
Ah,
investigation,
gotcha,
excuse
gotcha.
me. Investigation, perception is how you see, the understanding.
Mhm.
Investigation is what do you understand from what you're understanding.
Gotcha.
Don't care, it didn't attack me.
Right.
Don't care.
And so, yeah, she's just like, that's the only answer I could know. But, I mean, I meditate alone normally.
I can vouch for that.
Yes.
I ain't got nothing about the meditation. It's him collapsing. That's
You'll have to ask him.
The people in this camp full of all sorts of surprises.
So, everyone, I'm
Why ain't you eating?
very happy.
I'm outside.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
outside
damn.
the tent.
You could still talk through the tent, but still.
They don't hear you sipping from your coffee mug, unfortunately. Basir looks around at all of you. She's like, well, I'll tell you. I have very good hopes for all of you. Where is what I'm interested in? Did I leave it at home? Not. I may have. But she says, I have rewards for all of you when you get back. I can't tell you what they are, but undoubtedly I will have something for you for this gesture of kindness you're doing for me. As you all remember, where is the camp? Or where is the, not the camp, excuse me. Where is the tree we're looking for?
somewhere east.
It is east. It's about 2 days' journey.
I remember.
It is about 2 days' journey, though, through this thicket. But that should be no folly for y'all.
Least we could do. Johnson was a worthy foe.
He was. And you'll hear Sashar like, not as worthy as you, though. You listen.
With all due respect, speaking of Johnson, Where is his body went?
She looks at you. She's like, "Why are you worried about that?"
There is bodies around, and no, they are not. The dinosaur thingy. Get it.
The dinosaur did not get his body. I did.
Then I could care less.
There is a special tradition for seeing such a warrior pass on that we were taught long ago. But anyways, Ford is still in my drawer, or he should be. He was there this morning. You, leave him alone.
Neither here nor there.
Thank you. Yes, it is east, Orcalis, and it's 15 clicks or so. Expect you to arrive there. Please be careful.
This is the spider place, right?
You asking her?
No, I'm asking out of game.
Yeah, you will know it as the spider tree,
Spider.
the hollow spider tree.
Spider tree.
And from the depiction of your map, it's just a hollowed out tree with a various nest of some sort in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she looks around. Is there any questions that we have? Anything we all need? I see we're too short. That's fine. Relay the information. Is there anything we all need?
We got rations, we got weapons, and we got the new pale guy.
Yes, he's rather pale, isn't he? I'm sure he can hear me. He tried to tell me that I was unattractive.
Oh,
Can you believe that?
never.
Where's my beard?
Right.
Yeah.
I never rolled either, honestly.
Quite honest.
You wouldn't do well in the towns, I'll put it that way.
Oh my god.
Would you like to roll to see how attractive he is to you?
I thought she was a 3.
He got a 3. No, not D20, D10.
4.
So yeah, you see her say this, and she's not doing it for you, man.
2 flat chests.
I have C's.
Me and Yaya both got 2.
2.
I didn't say anything.
So what I imagine is like Mama Bear, like attractive. What is attractive about you?
Not that you're not attractive. I just mean that I'm unclear about why you would think that you're attractive.
Well,
That sounds like we're
That's
back
what
home
this is an
now.
important role.
At least one of you is interested. Armand, where are you? You're making fun of me, my handsome man.
I'm sure
I
Johnson
just
would
said
have.
you were too flat chested for me.
That is making fun of me.
I'm
I was
sure.
not making fun of you.
She runs out of the tent, and Mary's just there like, you guys really are some assholes.
All right, everybody rolling Mary.
I'm
gonna say
I'm sure that Johnson would have found her attractive.
she's a 3.
3?
Oh my god.
Nasir she hears what she says, she's like, oh,
2, I don't find her
nonsense.
attractive either.
Oh,
Runs out.
I didn't mean. Oh, wait.
Man, Vasir runs out of the tent. She's just like, enjoy your breakfast. Get there however you fuck.
Wait.
I tried warning you, but you said you would be better off with them.
I did not say that.
That's
I
what
said that they might want me just as bad as you, but boy, was I wrong.
So, Kalis, does that mean the women on the orc women, are they well endowed in the chest?
I don't know because I was born by a human mother, and I've lived with humans most of my life.
Does that mean you like human women over your own type?
I don't know. And what's my own type?
I've never
Orc
seen an orc woman, Mary
or
says.
orc?
Jesus Christ.
Whatever you want to stick your dick in.
And like you'll like Silas and Chance are just eating their food like they don't know what to do. Mary is like she just got the most caveman.
So Goliath and a half orc walk into a bar.
I cooked for all of you, and this is all you have to say about women is their looks.
No. I like your cooking.
Thank you.
Definitely ran into that
I
one.
must say, it does smell rather pleasant.
Yes, I'm a good chef.
Indeed.
Are
But
you in a tent now?
Mom
I
said
can
you
hear
got to
it
be
now.
good with something.
Dude,
when
it's
you're
a
all
tent.
above us. Yeah. So breakfast kind of
It could
goes
be
on.
insulated.
You guys have your laughs and come out of the tent, and Monsieur, that way, go. But after this, after she leaves the tent, she sees you kind of off to the side, right?
Yeah.
She walks by and has her interchange with Armand, and she comes out and she like sees you,
I blow her a kiss as she runs.
you know, there.
Mhm.
She like looks over at you. She's like, "What is that? What is that?"
Referring to me or something near me?
She's like pointing behind you. And when you turn around, she's right there. Do you think I'm attractive?
Oh my god!
Am I attractive to you? Are these bosoms not delightful?
Oh, great.
Sorry, I prefer women bigger than me.
I missed Ford.
Bigger than you? Anybody's bigger than you on the ground.
Alright, so he into the orc women.
Oh,
So
dear.
she gets this response out of you, and she says, "It's not safe to be this close to the jungle."
She looks my direction, no?
She does.
Roll your dice check.
Sexually harassment.
You are at 1.
Not that.
Oh.
That's a 1?
Yeah, that's a 1.
That's pretty bad. You already rolled for me and I was a 4, remember? So, no, I meant your DC 20.
It's +3. It's not enough.
All right. Calm down. Go relax. Have some coffee and wine.
That is a good idea.
And I will see you later.
I want to show you what I have for you, though. Come on,
Fair enough.
come to the tent.
She wants to show you her seat.
Just come here. Just come
We'll,
here.
we'll go. I'll follow her
I
there.
don't know, like,
She
not
she
even-
comes in. She goes into the tent. Come in. It's very dark inside of her tent. You'll see her go over to her drawer and there's like a light glowing out of it. And she grabs onto something and she picks it up and the light follows with it. And it's this glowing orb on this chain. She comes up and she presses it to you.
Why would you do that?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
So,
She just wants to love
yeah,
her.
no, that would hurt. That is a 10.
Okay, so you feel like a little
No, 8.
on the area of your neck that is exposed.
Yeah,
When she touches this to you, it singes a tiny bit, but not enough for her to notice.
gotcha.
So like you'll feel like she's like, this is what kept Johnson so safe. I put it near your heart to see the reaction. Would you like it? Didn't kill you, so that's a good sign. What god do you walk with?
I don't have a god. The gods do not serve a purpose for me.
And so she's gonna like, with her eyes outside, you can see her. She casts detect magic on you.
Yeah, there's no magic. I mean, I don't think there would be a
Be like
magical
a
aura.
sword.
Huh?
The sword.
Oh, the sword, yeah. That'd be
Sword
about it.
emanates, but like,
Wait,
do
what's
characters not give off? If you're like a cleric, do you not give off godly essence?
No.
It would be
Now it's got like a holy symbol that's imbued in.
it would be detect good and evil,
Detect
or
good and evil.
yep, you can do that. You can do what else?
Detective.
Detect, huh?
Nothing.
What were you saying?
Nothing.
Detect dick thighs.
Uh huh. Yeah, there you go.
That's a D12.
Die,
Yep.
lips.
D6.
Really? Yeah. Well,
Come on.
compared
I
to
thought.
your-
I
It's,
thought,
for,
was yours?
it's for comedy purposes.
We're trying to be fun.
wait,
10.
I thought dick size was your biggest hit dice plus either your charisma or constitution.
Yeah, you'd like the min max like that, wouldn't you?
All right. So
Well, no, because my hit dice is a D8.
let's see. D8.
So right now, the biggest roll would be him with a D12.
Yeah. 4 plus con, so 6.
So she has this, and she like
So-
you see her eyes flare, but she doesn't make any kind of
No.
noticeable change. She doesn't see anything coming off of you other than the sword. She's like, oh. Be careful with that sword, though. Only use it if you get into a very bad situation.
Okay.
Do you remember what it does?
You never told me.
You weren't.
Literally, and yeah, sleeping or resting, nothing. So
That is the reason
no
that
idea.
I'm being hunted.
This sword.
That sword and that goblin that is still thankfully in the drawer.
Do I see this going down?
No, they're in their tent.
Uh,
This luxurious artifact here, and you'll see her reach down into her vest,
mhm.
is one of 5.
Hmm.
They call upon whatever good energy there is with you and keep you safe. The stronger you are, the stronger it is. Johnson was incredibly powerful for a normal elf. So am I. But
Interesting.
I would like to test you to see if it's even worth giving to you. Being that there has to be some actual reward, being I'm not as attractive as I thought.
She's charmed. Oh, my dear lady, I have never said such a thing.
You know what?
You have merely implied.
You know with charmed person, they know you charmed them, right?
She knows.
Not with mine.
No, she's 100% aware at this point. She kind of was like insulted by everybody, so she's taking what she can get now.
Gotcha.
Yay, low
I was
self-esteem.
gonna say because this clearly reads that it's like they don't know.
Is it vampiric charm?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, I mean, for all sake of it, would that
It's
show
fine.
up on detect magic
mm,
if somebody's charmed?
I'm pretty sure it's
it'd be
just
on
an ability.
herself, but it's it's an ability.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
not-
then we're not going to worry.
So
Well, I was misled by the statements last night, but thank you.
listen, we both benefit from having a pleasurable relationship.
It is true. It is true. You get your blood, and I get my implements. Thank you. If you manage to make it back, one piece, I might be able to fasten you with this.
Interesting. Now
If you do
that
not-
might be the protection I need.
Could be. I had to think very, very hard about the protection. I cannot promise, as one individual, protection from countless array of threats. It is impossible. But what I can guarantee, with what I've seen with my own eyes and what I have learned, these artifacts, made by a man that is very dear to me, would keep you safe. You could not let your friends know of it, though. Your allies for now. And you will not have it now. But bring back what I'm interested in one piece,
Which is another orb.
which is another orb. This orb is the one that was on Johnson.
Yeah.
It's that gold-clad, like, she's like, I can promise you this. If you bring back my orb and make free of the nest of spiders. Fair?
It is.
Okay. Please. Be gone.
All right.
Goes out the tent. So what would everybody be doing after breakfast? Just huddling outside, waiting to get the day started?
The adventure is that way. Let us.
Well, I'd be going and talking to Chance to get the potions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you'll see him go back over to the party, and you're breaking off. Well, in the same time that he goes away, actually.
I'm on thirds.
Huh?
I'm on thirds.
You're still there with Mary? Okay, that is perfect.
Heartburn.
It's really good. Like she's got like Brussels sprouts, a little bit of like fresh lettuce that she had all in her bag, a little bit of squirrel that she caught from somewhere, and she's just prepared all of this really nicely. Yeah, so you go over and Chance is like, he's got really, really big bags under his eyes, and he reeks. He reeks. You can see he's got chopped up mushrooms on his gloves, and he comes over and he's like, potion of transmutation, right?
Nah.
Gotcha!
Oh.
Here's some potions of healing, friend. And he holds you, hands out like a keg of 5 of them on, and they're just like little red things. Please share them with everybody. But for
Nice.
you, because you did the work, your salves. It gives you 2 medical salves. And they're just like they look like little bandages that you may just place onto something and tie off. But they definitely smell therapeutic and helpful.
Okay.
share those with them. Keep one for yourself. And I'm going to remain here.
Wise choice.
Yes, Visir has told me about a numerous amount of creatures out there, and while I like creatures, I don't like being eaten by them. And I hope you don't either.
By the way, you need anything from spider pieces?
I could make some interesting potions with some spider parts. They have a gland inside of their web sac. It produces silk. Can you bring me that? And a few spider eyes, of course.
I see what I can pull out.
Thank you, friend. I know you'll be good at it.
Aye.
And you'll see Steady pop up on his shoulder.
Calm, steady. Daddy come back soon.
And he'll like fly over and on the side of you. And go back over on chance. So Steady's very helpful.
That he be. But he more helpful if he was real.
Wouldn't my girlfriend be the same?
Just kind of looks at you quizzically from that confidence like,
He makes the same stare, like,
what you do with those dead bodies I've been giving you?
see like his bag over on a chair. Not right now. Not right now. Nothing.
Good answer.
But please, yes, bring me back those implements and we can make something happen, definitely. For now, I'm going to stay here and help Visir any way I can. She says that there's good use to put up some extra precautions now that everybody's dead. So, you come outside the tent. You see Armand with them. What would you guys have anything going on? Anything you want to do while they walk away?
Yeah, I'm Marshall's teaching shadow sense.
Okay, so you're there. 15% progression.
All right.
Write that down, please.
Would my true sight show anything on him?
He's very pale,
Okay.
but he's definitely real.
True sight does see
Yeah, I'll
auras,
show you,
so he might see like
I'll show you
darker than.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's-
asked you if you had an aura when she detect magic.
But true sight is not detect magic.
So tell him.
Read it. Huh?
What kind of aura would he see?
It'd be darker than the rest of the people.
I don't think does True Sight show aura? I thought it just made it so like things that were invisible and stuff
Maybe.
like
Let me
that.
look. I want to say it did show an aura.
I love how you're asking a quizzical question while holding up like Naruto signs.
Just making them up as I go along.
But do we have anything we want to do before we leave? 'Cause it's time to head out. It's time to
Can
head
I
out.
hear like just like happenstance, Denny?
No, you can't hear Denny.
Damn. Okay.
Denny is
Long gone.
at the rate he was moving last night. When
Either
he
go.
gets serious, he's gone.
Well, yeah, he's waiting 10 years for this shit, man.
So,
Oh yes, it's ladies' night.
before we actually head out, I guess Martha will try to salvage whatever, the camp's gone through a lot of stuff lately. Whatever, like, gear that's available, any kind of ropes, mountain gear,
Yeah.
like that.
Roll me a survival check.
To answer True Sight,
Mm-hmm.
a monster with True Sight can't activate a specific range, see in normal magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detects visual illusions and succeeds on saving throws against them, and perceive the original form of a shapeshifter or a creature that is transformed by magic.
So then,
Further-
no, you wouldn't see anything.
Furthermore, the monster can see into the ethereal plane within the same range. You
So-
see dead people.
Nice.
Only within 5 feet.
So then, no. It wouldn't look any different.
And this is why I hate dragons, 'cause they have true sight like 60 foot.
Yeah. To be
Ghosts.
fair, you can still like stealth
Ghosts.
check against them,
Ethereal
but you
plane,
can't go
ghost.
invisible against them. So.
Yeah.
So, Bruce, as the party is corralled together, you see Visir come up to you. And she's looking at you, and she said, she's got her hands in her robe. And, do you remember what you gave me? And she'll
Yes.
produce a journal.
Take-
You handed me this when you went through all of his belongings. It's very thankful to me that you've done this. I have a map for you because of it. He had it in the back.
reach in, roll up a map. She'll hand it to you. Now, this map I will give to you, but I made note of it here. What it's going to be is of the hollow tree.
Over there, so you can eat them.
Well, when we get a little bit closer to the next session or so, like whenever we get to the tree or stuff, before we enter it, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
But I do need to do that. You have Skolmar's amulet.
Yes, wrapped up. I don't actually. Wait. But I do have it on.
In a napkin.
Do you remember Ross?
Yeah.
I must find him. I do not know that he will be where you're going, but undoubtedly, please be diligent. Look for signs. Ross bears the symbol of what? A blue triangle.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. On where?
The forehead?
The forehead. Thank you. Please, this will help you ever so often in this jungle. As you all pursue in deeper, my blessing and Lathander's light follow you.
Yes.
As I was looking around at my stuff, can I just pull out Hobart's shirt and just thumb through real fast now that I have true sight?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I see any?
No, you don't really see anything. Nothing too different.
It's orange. There has to be something with that damn book. Okay.
Well, the one that he gave her was orange too. All the ones you found so far are like this characteristic orange leather. So far, there have been how many?
I got one. You got one.
And then there was one that I believe you left there because it had the guy's wife drawn in it. But yeah, the list of names. Did you like the tombstone he made?
I don't think Marshall got the chance to see it. So he'll go over to wherever it is. It's right there.
So, do you remember what I required from you?
Was it the Scion? The Scion?
The Scion is undoubtedly something we'll all have to face together. What I'm looking for is a locator, if you remember. It allows...
Is that the hollow tree?
It's at the hollow tree. But what the original request for all of you was to help me find the energy locator that I so desperately need to locate the Scion. You all have your duties?
Oh yeah.
Wish you luck.
While we're all huddled to us, like, and I had these made in a hand.
What's these?
You a health potion. You a health potion. You a health potion.
When you go to hand me one, I just hold up my flask and go,
He didn't go to hand you one.
screw you.
You got a health potion.
But I say, how nice of you to assume that.
Okay.
Where did you get this?
Adam mid.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate it.
You know, it's kind of fishy. But
Last thing I need is all of you dying on a.
And Vizier, that way, gentlemen. I'm back to... Thank you, dear.
goodbye.
I must go back and attend to some things with Samantha. We have to set up precautions now, so that we're still here by the time you all get back. Especially with our unwanted intruder this morning. Was not prepared for that. So, we're all going to head off, right?
Yes.
Into the jungle.
That way.
So, can everybody roll me a navigation check of 20, of a d20?
Is there a stat for that?
No, there's
Oh,
not.
I'm 17.
There's a tool for
14.
navigation tools, but I don't think any of us have permission to say that. Navigation, so flat D20 would be a 12 for me.
12?
Hey, Gray Man.
What is that, survival?
No, just a flat d20.
Oh, okay. That is an 8.
8? So you got an 8, a what?
12.
6? You got a what, a 16?
17.
17? What'd you
14.
get? 14? So, Exile Bear. Direction calls you forward, and we find you at the front of the pack, leading the way.
Okay.
My heart tells me I need to go that way.
And so,
Too
you
bad
guys
we're going that way.
That's the way we're going. Go.
travel on. We leave off from the exit of the camp, which is really no more than this side path cut into the brush of what encircled the camp, this fresh area around.
Oh,
There are noises, birds chirping, very characteristic, like the last trail you were on. Yes.
I forgot. I went to the camp real quick before we left to the adventure to find like any salvage gear.
There was none.
Not at all.
Sorry.
Except for this breastplate I took off the dead
That's kind
corpse.
of
You
crazy.
fucking wish. You all fucking wish.
Why did someone just wake up in the middle of the night and do that?
But yeah, so you didn't really find
Great.
anything. We're heading off down the path.
Sleight of hands, which I don't have.
Everybody, you're up front, Will.
Okay.
Roll me a perception check. With advantage.
Don't count, yeah. So that's 9 plus 3. So I got 12.
12?
Yeah.
So
That's a pathetic with advantage.
after maybe an hour or two of walking, you feel uneasy. The air that you step forward into thickens, and it's as if sounds aren't traveling quite as far. The birds are a little bit more muffled, but they haven't really stopped at all. And yeah, this area just feels a little bit more humid with tense feeling for you. But
I'm just gonna mumble to myself, "Where Miss Steady when I need him."
with the rest of you, roll me a survival check.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
21.
21.
21.
Yo.
Survival, 21.
God, 321.
Hold on, because it actually might be 4.
Get a
That's
21 or
19.
die.
Survival is a +5, so actually it's greater than 21. Sorry.
That's my natural.
24.
24.
Yeah.
That's our one.
Yeah.
You
Like-
cross me off.
You guys are, how do I say, allured by the beauty
Because it's a wizard.
and how
Oh, okay.
safe it feels here. While things may be muffled, the air is much less hot. It's like you're moving comfortably. This area feels very comfortable. Don't feel really any tension or anything like that. But you do notice that Exile Bear up in front of you has began to grumble. And when you grumble to yourself, you hear Sashar hiss a little bit. She says, "Hello."
What you want?
And she like comes up next to your head. Like, sees your head slide out from your back. There's something up there. There's something farther up.
Friend or foe?
You'll see her extend her body out a little more. Throw me over there. I'll tell you for sure. That's right, throw me.
If you say.
Hard.
And then I chuck it.
The sword? Wow.
Directly where. And so what you get, and you just see the snake body off your arm. It's going like a water hose.
I says go, "Ha, that's cool."
And it just does not stop extending. It wraps over the top of a branch, and you see her, which looks just like a snake, land. You all notice Exile Bear stop and throw his sword. And so, what you hear, yes, suspicious. Snakes and footprints, but just plants right now. Call me back, please. Think it.
So I think, come
Say
back.
return.
Return.
You feel start to coil up around you. This might hurt. You feel it tense down hard on your arm, roiling pain, and the sword flies back. And you can see it coming. Try and grab it. Roll me an athletics check with advantage.
Well, that's like 25 on the. Okay.
So like you, and the sword has a little bit of weight when you catch it. She's like, this.
Do I take damage?
No. Catch it by the handle.
Okay.
You notice, like, as you pull it, it seems to straighten out and tense. She's like, "Don't worry, catch it. And it just like comes back to you, and they all see this.
Whoa.
Would any of you like to do anything? Like, so you did not see the snake body. All you saw was him throw a sword, look for a minute. Like, what? Okay. Clench his hand, and it came whizzing back.
That was
Wow.
10 out of 10.
Crit.
I could have done that.
Me weapons better.
Hey, does yours do that?
So you, and it like, from where you stuck it in the ground, it just doesn't seem to stop.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
But like really, really badly, you want to pick it up. Like what the instant thought that ran through your mind when you threw it was,
Okay.
nobody grab that.
No, that was 4. Nobody got that. That's mine.
Why is it giving me when I go into my encounters?
I wish I could do that.
You're not the DM.
You gotta sub here the whole time.
What's that?
You gotta sub here the whole time. It's gonna get cold, man.
Taters, precious
Hey, do
taters.
your notes.
Precious.
Yeah, man.
helps us, those dudes. They're not for themselves.
I appreciate that. I mean, I wrote it in pink crayon.
Yeah?
So,
I can never do that impression
Do
good.
you want a pencil?
They want it. They can't have
the
it.
pencil I didn't give back.
So, yeah, you all say this to you. They say all this to you. What do? See everybody like
Everybody's just
gawking at you. They're
gawking.
just like, what? They're puzzled by this.
No, it's pretty impressive, but
Do you
shouldn't
remember-
really keep the sword in your hand?
Your flaw.
Yeah.
Please remember your flaw. So Shar says, "This is what I can do for you, but I feel as if others may want the power. Be wary." And as you like, she finishes her tone. You see her rescind back to your arm and just kind of go statuesque on your arm almost. Just kind of recede. And then you hear everybody say things to you. So Bruce?
Shouldn't you keep your weapon in your hand, though? Pretty impressive, but shouldn't you keep your weapon in your hand?
I imagine we pick up walking again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Normally I do. The sword told me it heard something up ahead that might be bad.
Oh, okay.
Proceed cautiously. Keep your eyes open.
I wish I could speak sword.
And
Just
so-
keep your ears and eyes open.
Yeah, when you get the sword back in your hand, it's like the biggest nut of your life.
Why?
Jeez.
It feels
Now that
so
was descriptive.
it feels so good to grab it.
Why do you want to speak sword? You carry a shield and no sword.
I think it's cool that he speaks sword.
And so, have you checked to see if you still have the stone on your shield?
Oh, that is so nice. It is.
Does he still have the stone on his shield?
Make a perception check.
Oh, do I really need to make a
No,
perception
you
check?
don't, but I want you to.
Where I'm like,
You are skilled with the
Marshall,
rubber dildo.
Marshall's like, how are we gonna
Exactly.
find a blue triangle?
Flip flop.
Bro, is it there or not?
Yeah, you see it. The rock is still jammed in there. And like, Marshall like, huh? Still there? Still.
Where are we gonna find a blue triangle?
Well, what did you do?
Oh, I'm just flipping it around.
It feels like,
I was
Oh.
gonna bring this, but I forgot
Yeah.
that Archie was
Like
Rolling it around, you know, like the whole flipping it.
yeah, getting used to it.
Put it up for
It's not super long. I mean, it's a good sized short sword though. Feels comfortable to you. And like, no real voices or anything in your head. No weird feelings. But
Yeah.
while it touches you as it flips on your hand, it's like the areas that it runs across your skin are in like a euphoric state. The texture and everything, it just feels so smooth and nice. So you're playing with it as you walk along.
Stroke my sword this whole trip.
Freak that shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny Pokemon Go.
It's a metaphor for life, brother.
Unfortunately.
So, what we get, right? Exile Bear, we go on a little bit further and get closer, and the sword's like, this is where you threw me. Make me a perception check with advantage.
It's 14.
14. And so, like, get up close, you hear splashing. Whoosh, whoosh, like somebody's got buckets of water and they're just fucking throwing them everywhere. Everybody else make me a perception check as well.
I'm too busy stroking my sword.
12.
What'd you get?
11.
11? 12?
Over 20.
19.
It's enough. You all hear the same thing. It's like Exile Bear's head sees it first or hears it first and you're drawn to the left. But then after you see his head turn, kind of, you hear like somebody's throwing buckets of water off to the left, but nothing can be seen. Yeah.
For the sake of flavor, Marshall's actually just looking at the list that he was given. He's trying to remember the names. And when the sound is heard, his echo will ephemerate, and he'll like tap on Marshall's shoulder and twist his head to where everyone else is facing.
Okay. And so, what about you, Ethan?
That's one way to do
I'm
it.
just looking towards where everyone's pointing. By the way, my halberd is out. I'm just letting you know.
Forms to your side. Yeah, so you as well hear these buckets of water, and you can't necessarily see anything from where you are. Exile Bear, it looks like there's splashing. Who else has dark vision now? Excuse me? Looks like there's a little bit of splashing. Looks like there's a little bit of splashing. Like maybe something is in a mud puddle making a splash. You have dark vision? You have dark vision? No.
Is it that dark though?
In the jungle, this is far enough away. Nobody's asked the distance.
Yeah, I think it'd be covered in canopy. It'd be more like twilight, not darkness. But
It is just like shady.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
So yeah, there's just a splashing off to the left. Shashar is, yes, it's over there. Whatever it is. It sounds viscous.
Thick, slow flowing.
Alright, so. You know what? Let's just stay true to form. Let's throw the sword in that general direction.
Throw the sword out. She says, oh, okay, we're going. Wheels off again. She flies about 30 feet into the ground. And she's like, there's a giant blue gem in the ground.
Enough said. Return.
Comes up. Make me a grapple check to grab it. Strength.
And I get advantage on that.
He's getting pretty good at this.
Good, because I got 2. There we go.
Comes
25.
past your hand and like hits me in the head. And you're dead again.
She straightens out the sword yet again and catch it. There's a crystal suspended over a pool of water.
I am totally just going to go straight for that.
The Exile Bear dart off to the left.
We're ready to follow.
Okay.
I guess I'm following too.
Your third.
Has no one seen Lost World? God damn it.
I'll stay
You don't go into the
close
long
enough to
grass.
see you guys, but I am not going near the water.
Is it just us? Is there like a caravan or anything that we're escorting or no?
No.
No.
All the other people decided that they wanted to stay there.
Marshall will go with them.
Okay. So you go over and other than your own footsteps that through the mud that ensues as you get closer, the noise stops when you guys pace about 15 feet. And you hear the mud begin. The noise just completely goes back to birds, goes back to the foliage and everything moving in the wind. Roll me another perception check, everybody. Or actually, do investigation on this one.
Really?
Yes.
Screw you.
9.
9?
9.
He's found your weakness.
16.
Right.
16?
15.
5.
I was going to say, that's a nat 20.
10.
Okay. So, you don't really... No ripples in the water, no sounds can be... Nothing can really be visually seen. The water is about... On a shoe? This high?
Okay, cool.
Not terribly high, not terribly low, enough that And as you see Exile Bear move on, his ankle gets a little bit deeper in the murk, and he just seems to walk on. You two, the water surface tension is never broken, but it's like there's waves that can be seen of muck and murk. You know, like when you take your hand on a murky bottom, it's like the debris comes up. It's like the hole underneath the surface of this water is twisting with fan blades that counter-circle each other.
Do I see anything with my true sight?
Right. The crystal is in the center of the pool with a little bit of its energy seeming to flow down into the water. Sashar is, you see her head is like come up off of your wrist and she's like, this is unnatural.
No shit.
Hey, you guys have seen crazy stuff.
Yeah, it says the sword of the talking snake coming out it.
You got a problem with me?
Starting to.
Why?
Why you using me to get somewhere?
Why you using me to kill shit?
I ain't kill nothing with ya.
But you want to. Plus, I just helped you out twice.
You call that
I'm
help?
not harm to you. And she'll turn around and look at you like,
You ain't telling me the whole story.
I believe it's your comrades that are not telling you the whole story. Your very existence in this jungle is because you were lied to.
And we took care of that one. He currently locked in a drawer.
For now, what do I know though? I'm just a sword.
Yet so much more.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. And she like kind of does a little feminine snake motion like, thank you.
Why is everything sexual in this game?
It's not sexual, she's just like, thank you.
It's a phallic snake doing feminine movements.
But yeah, she's like, I don't know what this is, but with your, like, you're not even within 5 feet of it necessarily. That's why I said you don't necessarily see anything. From where you're at, if we had to do like a little Pictionary real quick.
Hey, you don't got the Pictionary. I got an idea what it is. It's a pool with a floating orb of it. Yeah. Or with the diamond above
And
it.
2 swirly things doing a figure 8.
More or less, underneath it, yeah.
Alright, so.
Hello? Anybody there?
And
I should have thought of that, but I did not.
when you say that,
Meanwhile, you're having a conversation with the sword.
we'll just say that this is the pool, and you guys are on the outer rim of it right now, a little bit in the murk. Exile Bear, I would say, is like what? You're a little bit closer, right?
Yeah. I'm looking at the edge of the pool because I want the giant diamond.
Yeah. Like you're at the edge of the pool, and so everybody, roll me initiative.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Of course you would.
So that's 23.
16.
Dirty 20.
You got a 16.
Uh-huh.
Yachty.
17.
Rolls, guys. And then Will. Natural 20?
23.
20, okay.
Yeah. Nat 20s don't do shit for. It's the one thing the Nat 20 doesn't do anything for.
All rolled over 10. Wonderful. Now my roll. So, Exile Bear, you are drawn in by this crystal, right?
Yes.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
6 plus 6.
6 plus 6, so 12.
No, I mean just 6.
Oh. Yeah. So you come up. You see the gym there, right? You're infatuated, I'm sure. Explain to me the thoughts that as you see this gym and the pool, right?
Yeah, I think I might try, but I think it's a way a ticket to get back into them, so I want it.
You want it.
Yes.
Okay. What we hear is Bruce say, or Kayla says, hello, right?
Anybody there?
So when you say that, you've seen the swirling under the water surface. It's like the murk seems to begin to settle, but the fan blade counter-circling motion has stopped. And it's like it's flowing towards you. The waters begin to flow in the direction like a lake. If you can imagine the ripples across the top of a lake, this smaller pool, the ripples begin to face towards you without any wind blowing it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
If anything comes out and attacks, I will swing at it.
Okay. Tyler, you've seen this. What would you like to do? Your colleague that's been leading the way is infatuated by this, and
Is it an orb?
it is like a jagged crystal of some
Here,
sort.
let's- Okay, I'm gonna go hide behind all of them.
You're gonna step behind everybody?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Pussy.
Yes.
Okay. So then, you gotta yell. What would you do? As you can
Just 'cause a giant
you can clearly
flame
you
came
can
above a
clear
pool.
roll me an insight check.
Oh boy, I'm good at those. 19.
So, insightfully, situation looks odd to you. Exile Bear's body language, interested in that crystal. The crystal is, it's in the center, raised up over this like water, but it is like you can see these almost like frost, you know, the steam off of frost going off and dancing on top of the water as it sinks down into it. The crystal isn't sinking, but the little dancing snidbits are. And you see this, of course. Would you do anything?
I'm gonna. How far away?
Oh, okay.
How many?
That makes more sense.
Can I,
It's a
see?
15-foot distance to the middle of where it's at.
And how deep is the pool?
You can't tell. It's too murky from where you are. Something in the water seems to have stirred everything up.
I'm gonna take the rope, tie it, tie like a little knot against the. I have like a water skin, like a, I guess like a
Mark my one
pouch
weakness.
to like hold water. Make it into like a little net. So like tie the rope, and at the end is like with water skin. I'm gonna try and like fish for it.
Okay.
Swing like a lasso. Go for it.
Okay. That is an action. Definitely. Go ahead and make me a. Oh, you're fishing, right? So survival check.
See if I can get this gem without faffing about in the water. Alright. It's 12.
12.
Yeah.
So you throw it out,
Bloop.
and we'll come back to where it lands.
Okay.
Ethan, seen all this happen, seen him begin to throw it out. What would you do? Would you like to make me an insight check of some sort or anything like that?
Yeah, like what kind of magic am I feeling from this crystal?
Roll me an insight check. Or can you detect magic in any way?
No.
No?
17.
17? Elemental magic. You can definitely, by the frost, the luminescence of the frost that seems to emanate off of the gem, there's almost like a slight film that's been made around the circumference of the gem.
A snuff film.
And it's just definitely some type of magical item.
And then, how big do you say this gym was again?
So it's about football size.
And how far off is it?
From where Yadiel and Exile Bear are, it's about 15 feet to the center of this thing.
All right. Then any symbols on it I can recognize?
No.
No.
No, it's just this craggly. It looks like this naturally formed gem of some sorts.
All right. I can just wait to see what these guys do.
Okay. So, Exile Bear, to the side of you, comes up, throws it out, lands right on top of the gem. Kind of makes like a little blanket over the top of it, Yadiel. But it doesn't. It covers up maybe about 75% of the gem.
But it doesn't like snag it at all.
It's like a water skin, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like a cloth or leather of some sort.
Like a water skin is like a pouch that you use to hold water, kind of like a canteen. But instead of like a plastic, it's like a leather, like black. It looks like black.
You ever seen the old Indian drinking?
Right, and they got that narrow tube to them, right?
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like a water skin has
Oh.
an apparatus you can drink from, and
Yep.
you couldn't. That would just be a bag,
Oh, I see.
a leather
Right.
bag of water.
Right.
So
I guess it wouldn't be that,
yeah, it just kind of like you hit it and it lands on it.
but it doesn't like snag it.
I mean, it's on top of it. You could try and
I'm gonna try to pull it anyways.
like a good tug or
Like a slow like.
and like it kind of like slushify, like almost like it's rolling on snow.
Oh.
And you'll hear like a little bit of and like a little bit of the water surface will crack. And when your skin comes off of it, it like tears the skin a little bit. One of the sharp edges of it like catches and scratches onto it.
Yeah.
You'll see the gem like.
I don't think that worked very well.
And so Exile Bear, you've seen this happen. What are you doing?
So, like, it absorbed the sack or just fell through?
It hit the rock.
Right,
It landed on. If the mic is, it landed on top of the rock,
right.
concealed about 75% of the stone. And then he tried to give it a yank. It got caught on some of the jagged edges and kind of like scratched the water bag. Tipped it a little bit forward in the water. We saw a little bit of cracking and a little bit of slushified noise, like something rolling on snow. Lean forward, and then when his water skin got free, it snapped back up. It just like loosely, phallically re-erects.
Okay, I'm gonna take the sword and throw it at it.
Precision. What would precision be?
To hit.
Dexterity.
Roll me an attack to hit with disadvantage.
Well, with what? Like strength?
It would be improvised
your
weapon,
sword.
wouldn't it?
Huh?
It would be improvised weapon, throwing your
Right.
sword.
I think we talked about this. I hate you.
Why?
What's the right? How far is he throwing it?
15 feet from where he's at there.
So he would have disadvantage, and
Right.
it would deal a D4 damage. But because it's
Unless it's got
Improvise-
enough property to be thrown as a weapon.
yeah,
It is not.
but it's an. Is he proficient in? I know it's an improvised weapon, but it's still a sword he's proficient in.
I mean, for the
Well,
sake
yeah,
of
it's
this,
a martial weapon. He's
just make me an attack roll with disadvantage like normal. You're throwing it. It's not going to do severe damage, but you can definitely throw it.
Yeah, my attack is a strength damage, and because I took that totem thing, I get advantage on that.
So you have a
So-
flat roll.
so
It's
if
not
that
advantage
roll-
on it to hit unless you reckless attack. It's only strength checks and
Good point. Can I reckless
saving
attack
throws.
it?
You'd have to rage.
And it's only for melee attacks that you get advantage for reckless attack, not thrown.
Oh.
I thought you had to rage to reckless attack.
Nope.
No, you can reckless attack anytime.
It's called reckless attack.
I will recklessly.
Alright, 13.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming today. I'm sorry I missed last session.
13.
You're fine.
13.
Make up for it.
Yeah, you hit.
Staying late.
It like your sword flies and falls.
It like hits it, the gem rocks back a little bit, and your sword just kind of chinks onto the surface of the water. And like you can see the back end of it is kind of like balanced and sinking, and you hear Sashar, oh my god, get me out of this. Her body is in the water. She fucking uncoiled after you threw her.
But it's in holy water, right?
Huh?
I was just
Are you trying to goad me?
no.
Ain't no holy water.
Okay. I was trying to see what kind of, if it has kind of a magical ore or something with that water pool.
Something has me. And you'll see Shashar disappear under the surface of the water. Your arm is being pulled. She, like, you can hear her, call me now. It's got, I don't know what this is.
Is it a bonus action to return this sword?
It's a
Or
bonus
full
action, yeah.
It looks like
I told you,
gem is
what's
like
the
attached to
use of
something.
not having the sword in your hand?
Make me a strength check if you're going to recall.
I thought that would be more of an intelligence.
It's a strength check.
I recall something.
Do I get advantage on that still? Is this a strength check?
Strength check?
Skill check.
That's
Strength guy over here, you know what I mean. 17 plus
24.
24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sword tries to come to you. And you see it lace up. Oh, thank you. And then it gets dropped. And you begin to go into the water. You can see your sword coming up slowly. She's like, something really has me. Oh, God. And you just continue to get pulled 5 feet. Everybody sees him get pulled 5 feet further into the water. What are you all doing? Ethan, it's your turn.
I make wise decisions in games.
If I see anything in water that would be pulling him like a shadow in the water.
You see that his sword is under the water, rigid, and he's like got his arm out to it. But other than that, there's nothing other than like his urge for the sword pulling him. Or what you would consider to be his urge for the sword. Because he's just looking at it right now. He's
I'm water skiing.
You get pulled 5 foot in, so it's like, you know, about the area that your jimmies were last time.
Okay. So not too far in there.
Does this watering
How
hole
far
look
off
familiar?
is the sword? How far away is the sword?
Hopefully not.
It's like, so
Wait, oh, good point.
if the gym is here, the sword is like underneath
Yeah.
the water.
Not pay attention last time.
About 15 feet.
About 15 feet.
Well, you know, tentacle creatures underwater.
I'll
Giant,
walk up,
big
so I'm staying
dinosaur.
next to him, so it's
Distraction
like,
from the
it's
big
only 10
glowy
feet
orb.
away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stab in the water,
Well,
like,
there's a glowy
under
orb
where
in
his
the
sword
last
is.
Roll for an attack.
There was
You
those
walk
things.
into the water.
Yeah, there was.
You get 5 foot in the water. You have to get 5 foot in because you have a
It's
10 foot
holy
reach.
creature.
Yeah,
And you'll stab
Why
it
do
where
you
the
say
sword
holy?
is.
yeah.
Roll me an attack with disadvantage.
I don't know. I keep on saying that. I don't know.
Because it hurts
Absolutely.
me. No, that's just
Roll me the first one. with
Because I think it's why you showed me
They're all
that
gonna be
something
with
like radiant is
disadvantage,
holy. Like,
That's all
oh.
it takes. It
I
just
mean,
takes a
holy
blue gem
water does hurt me,
in the
but this
water
flowing
to get
water
us.
hurts.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but your definition of flowing water, and if these things are the water,
It's gonna
Yeah.
be 11
Mm-hmm.
no
for the
thanks.
first one,
An 11.
Either way, you
Okay.
know how to find
16
out.
for the second one,
Then how can you ever go down a lazy river?
13 for the third.
Roll me damage
Carefully.
for one.
Technically, I
which one?
The
could.
second one.
Just stay on the tube.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 8.
Question for
So
you.
that's the bonus attack, right? Or is the last one?
Last one was
If
about
you're
go
flowing at the same rate as the water's flowing, is the
So
The second one,
flowing
your
relative
second
to
stab
you?
in, it's like maybe you like crack into a rock
this
or
is an
something.
inertia joke.
It's not an inertia
like
joke. It's the
this
inertia question.
gelatin ice
Like,
sort of
Are you doing
feeling.
60 miles per hour if you're on
You
a train? that's
stab
going
into it, and you see the
75?
sword jiggle a little bit,
Like,
but other than that, when you
How
pull
are
your
you?
sword out, that's
What
all you
speed are
see.
you? If you're
The
sitting
crystal
in the
seems to
train
rock a
at
bit,
60,
but
what speed are you going?
no audible
Depends what you're
other than
referring
the
to as
splashing
what you're
about
rolling
from your
to.
weapon.
Exactly.
You definitely hit something.
So flying water is relevant.
And then I'm gonna back up.
Otherwise, as long as
So I'm
you're
out of the water
moving, you should be
again.
And
fine.
how much was damage?
8.
Okay.
Concept.
And then I'll back out of the water
Mm-hmm.
and feel like I don't know. That's it. There's something in there.
13.
Yadiel. You've seen you've seen him come up, and you see him like got his hand out. He
Oh, no,
stabs
no,
at the
that's-
water. He's like, "What's going on?"
It only goes up with dex. I haven't guessed.
So Exile Bird is getting pulled right now.
Ask him.
Oh, oh, are you okay, friend? Do you want to go for a swim?
Not particularly.
We should tell you. You speak sword, right? You should probably tell the sword to stop doing that.
Well, the sword's kind of busy getting pulled down by something.
Marshall's gonna take the echo to the the echo's gonna walk into the water.
Okay. So the echo rises off of your side and next to you. And
He's
so
gonna go up to the gem, like he's just gonna sink in the water,
Mhm.
and he's gonna try and hit the gem to break the sword free.
okay. So when roll me an attack.
18 or 25.
So
Does a 25 hit? A 25 hits, right?
so
Right?
I miss it. You hit. You go up to the gym and your shadow's there in front of it.
It's an ancient blue
And
dragon.
your shadow, just the force of God comes to him. Explain to me how he wallops the fuck out of this rock.
Like a speed bag. Like he takes a shield and it's just like, dun, 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 dun.
So you knock into it, and when you knock into it the first time, you see a little shard fly off from the tip of it. And, yeah, the water in the gym begin to rise up. And, sword still inside of it. 2 water elementals split on the sides of the of the gym. One coming out to the left, one coming out to the right. One holding the sword, one holding Gadiel's shadow up in the air. It's about 10 feet tall, and it's like...
Ew.
And Sashar's like, holy shit, it's a water elemental.
Never had to fight one of those.
We gonna find out today, boys! If you were on your phone more, you'd heard that.
I just heard there's 2 water elementals.
Yes.
What's the
So-
amulet do?
Huh?
The amulet I got last night.
You didn't get it. She said you'll get it when you come back.
That's a bunch of crap. She said I'd get the orb. She said, here, perhaps take this.
No, she said she'll
we
give
can
it
tell
to
that
you
she
when you
was
get
bad.
back. She did not give
I'm
you
going to
that.
review that audio.
She gave you the symbol of Lathander.
Yes.
Remember?
What does that do?
It's just shining right now. You wanted protection from it, right? Make an insight check. God damn. So the light of Lathander shines on your brain, and you're like, I can use this one time to save me from getting hit from something.
Cool.
And then you seem to lose all cognitive ability. No.
Yeah.
No,
My brain is fried.
the light just cooks your brain for a second. But you do take 1 point of damage from the light shining on you. No. But yeah. Yeah, this thing rises up out of the water and yada yada. That was all your actions?
No, actually. Now that I know what's going on, and that we have to, well, are they on the map or?
Did you roll damage for your attack?
No.
No.
Please roll me damage. That was a crit, right?
No, it's just an 18 plus 7.
No, only plus 7.
I mean, mine's
Just
plus-
relax.
I mean, mine's plus 8. That's
Just
what
calm
I'm
down.
saying.
Mortal Kombat.
It's a 1d8 or 1d10.
Smoke. Shiva.
I wish I knew what a
No
1d10
Thomas.
was.
Jax.
Plus 5.
It's sad. I know the order that it yells.
So 10 damage. But I do have 2 attacks.
Told you I played the game too
Well,
much.
you already used one with the incarnate.
So now that I know what's going on, Marshall's gonna be like, oh, I prepared for this. Yeah. He's gonna rage.
Okay.
And, he's been reading that list. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Are we able to put the water elementals on the map? He has been doing his studying.
Well, this is actually pretty good because there's 2 hands on this side, 2 hands on this
It's
side.
like dirty water.
Yeah, it's like muddy jungle water rises up out of it.
He will rage and he will go for another attack at Reckless.
With the clone?
Yes.
Okay, so the clone will rah!
He will, like bonk
Bonk.
with his shield. Hopefully, that hit.
Bonk.
Does a
Do you get advantage on attacks? Your reckless attack?
Reckless? Yeah.
You still got your armor on, right?
Yeah,
What bonuses do you... Okay, you know the bonuses you get?
I do.
Okay.
I don't get any of like the +2 strength or anything like that. Like the plus strength. But I can still like Reckless. That is a 20 to hit.
Dirty?
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you hit.
Cool. Thinking. Okay.
No
I'll hit-
researching water elementals.
I'm looking at my spells.
I'll hit once again for 12 damage.
Okay.
But
You're hitting the gym?
I'm hitting the I'll hit the gym again.
So, like, let me be a little bit more general, a little bit more descriptive with this monster. When this thing rises up, it like comes up as a geyser of water and then splits off kind of into two heads that seem to like ossipate on their own.
Yeah.
And one has his 2 arms frozen and gripped onto the sword tightly, and the other one has he's got your clone in his hands, like with ice again forming up around him, like trying to squeeze him, but he's not doing a good job.
Will I still be able to hit the gem from there or no?
From where he's attacking, yeah, you can still hit it from there.
Still hit it. And does it effectively damage the water elemental by any chance?
You hit it,
Cool. So because I'm raging,
and like when you hit it, they like
right? Because I'm raging
Mhm.
and I technically hit it, all the names that Marshall has been studying will be worth it.
Mhm.
Because then, even though 2 water elementals rise, 12 freaking soldiers also rise. And ephemerate, and they basically form a phalanx.
Phalanx.
A phalanx. I can talk around the water elemental.
Okay.
No, that's ancestral protectors, baby.
Nice. He gets like this shield of people that encircle the middle of where the 2 water elementals rise up, and they like.
So how come the blue lines are there?
Hey, shut up.
That's really cool though. I like that.
Thanks, man. That'll be my turn.
Okay. So, water elemental he's a little bit taken back by this, honestly.
I went to the Black Eagles and deal with
You were like
yeah.
still talking. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, they're there too, dude.
Okay. So the water elementals, they like see the water as you splash through it and bust your shield into it. It like jostles around a bit, and a shard, like a good chunk of it, good size, maybe just about like the size of the emeralds or what you found earlier. You see it go chinking off and land off to the side of the pool in a little bit of the water, and yeah, hit it good, and it is now.
You almost had it. You almost had it.
Almost.
So, is that still water all over the place?
The water seemed to recede from around your feet, yeah.
So basically where the water is, that's the elemental.
Yeah, the pool has like considerably shrunk. Exile Bear is like his feet are wet, but y'all's feet are not.
Which one did he hit?
He hit the one that was more to the, well, for y'all it
The
would be
one
on the right
holding
side.
his
Yeah.
image. Okay, I'm gonna attack the one holding the sword.
Okay, so you're going to swing into the body of the water?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
First roll,
You hit those amoebas.
26.
That's a hit.
And damage for that one is 6.
Wait, hold on. Stay there.
I'm gonna do a second attack. I don't think a 10 would hit it.
No.
And third attack.
Oh yeah, the shield.
But it's water.
I gotta be moving hands like more. Because his supers are good, but I don't really know.
You use it for wall breaks.
15?
To hit?
Yeah.
It's a hit.
How far away is it from you, XR?
15.
I'd rather do more like combos.
What's not bad? If you wall break with the super, it's a guaranteed wall break. And you'll start gaining meters, so you get
12
the super
points
back.
damage.
Okay.
And you're plus 36.
That was on the left one.
So it's all one super with that.
Okay. So go up, get within 5 feet, right? Release your attacks.
Now, slice through the water, you see like chunks of ice. Like you definitely feel a density as you slide through, and it takes its arm back a little bit, like with his sword, and you don't get pulled anymore. She unleashes some of her skin, and she. Don't worry. Yeah. So you hit into it twice.
Yep.
Now it is Tyler's turn. You've seen this all happen, Armand. Everybody has stepped up and tried to intervene with what's happening to Exile Bear. Yeah.
And he is still caught up. The sword's still in holding.
Yeah,
right?
but it's not pulling him anymore
Okay.
because it loosened up when I hit it.
How is this? Is it visual and semantic or whatever? Let's see.
D&D Beyond.
VSM.
Not sponsored by the way. D&D Beyond helps keep track of everything you need,
I know.
especially
Visual.
Wait,
and
sales
then
pitch?
Verbal, right? What is
D&D
S?
Beyond
Verbal,
on
semantics,
sale.
That's
and
what is semantics?
Go
Like-
buy their books,
materials.
please.
Semantic is
yeah. Okay.
Buy it on Prime Day.
All right.
June
So
21st to 22nd.
Please sponsor us.
my I'll walk up next to Exile Bear.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spread my hands. I'll go the black in the face and the veins. And I'll start, and black just veil's gonna spew out like all around me, 15 feet, and like red imp-like creatures are gonna start crawling up out of the ground and starting to run around. I'm gonna
And I
cast,
see all this happening right next to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. So you guys are encompassed by a phalanx and a horde of
So I'm
scatching.
just gonna look around and see all these like red demons. Like, why not? I'm already possessed by a sword.
What's the range on? What's the range on Guardians?
Huh?
Huh?
15
Spirit
feet.
Guardians? 15 feet.
15 feet.
That's why I
Like-
walked up next to him.
But he can choose a number of creatures that are unaffected by the spell.
Yeah, all of you guys.
I don't know if this is big enough. Yeah, it's not big enough.
No. So
Oh wow.
that's huge. That's cool.
No.
Breaks the
All
window.
right, so
That's badass.
it'll take 3d8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Has to make a wisdom saving throw.
That was
Yeah, if it makes a wisdom saving
that
throw.
gold coin
But
was
it's on
supposed
its,
to be
on its
for,
turn.
Yeah, so on your turn.
So he takes 3d8 necrotic.
When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you see to be unaffected by the creature's speed is halved in the area, and so they're anything within. So if they're 15 foot, his speed is halved. When the creature enters the aura for the first time, so on its turn, or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw or failed saving throw. The creature takes 3d8 damage.
Okay, so this will be when his turn starts.
Yep.
Right.
So you summon your horde of
Yeah.
implings, and
Goaded spell, by the way.
Huh?
Goaded spell, by the way.
it's a good spell.
It's a very strong.
That gold coin was
Oh,
supposed to be
that's an
for
awesome
silver, by
spell.
the way.
So
Because
Aw.
Thorn used it once.
So, that your turn? All right, we're going to go to the elemental that has your clone in his hand, and
smoke on the water.
Dun 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 dun
That was a good
dun.
description, though. I like that one.
Yeah, same here.
so what we're gonna see the elemental do, the right one, he's going to
It's his turn.
lean.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah, okay. Making sure you caught it.
No, I was just
That is
testing
not
you.
a catch. I failed
right.
that.
And I'm just gonna roll it on here.
Yeah,
then,
3D.
I guess.
Oopsily doopsily.
Oh, come on, 7 points.
Solid.
I mean,
7 free points.
Yeah.
So
Real low rolls.
yeah, right. They
Thank God.
you see them imps just like literally just swooping
Okay.
as they come after them, flying through them and around them.
So the creature, like you can see its like incorporeal face. It's kind of like frozen over with ice now, and it's got this ice face of like a tiger, and it's like it like takes your guy and just swallows him and puts him inside of the essence, and just looks over at you, and so he like ingests you.
Yeah, forward. You got
I got bored. Yeah. Can I still sentinel?
He
attack?
whelms you, I believe is what it is.
You what?
He whelms him.
Ew.
I don't know what water elements do.
So your guy needs to make a strength saving throw at the end of his turn.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then you'll take some damage. He looks at you, the right one. He like turns back and refixates around, and he like gants on you. Goes to make a slam attack on you.
Dang, where are you?
What's his range?
His range?
Yeah.
His range is
It's water.
it's water.
You ever see a fire hose
Is
hit
he
across
making
the
Is
river?
he making the attack all the way from there? Though?
I have.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
can just extend his body to any size and slam it. There's no defined range.
Oh, I see.
Um, oh, it's 5 foot reach. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So then he wouldn't reach over to you. I misread that. But he definitely absorbs you, your clone. So that is going to be the end of his turn since he can't reach anybody else. Make me a strength saving throw. It's
Is he gonna take damage if he passes?
DC 15 on failure. So it's a DC 15.
That's a 14.
14?
Yeah.
Poof. Goes
So-
the guy.
What we see inside of the creature on the right side. So the gem rests in the middle. The head splits off, and on the right side, you'll see it just the dust gets trapped within inside of him.
Oh no.
And
Yeah, that sucks.
your helmet's on top of the clones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the helmet is also inside of the gelatinous form.
It's just there.
Gelatinous form now.
Is it just like swimming in
Gelatinous ice. He's
Yeah, I'm just
materialized water. So yeah, your guy gets ingested and killed. The left side looks at you, my friend. Already got the sword on his hands, right? He like sloshes forward, and you'll see like the creature move over the top of you. Okay?
Okay.
You are inside of him.
Oh.
And he like envelops you with his goo. He's just like, you try and run, but he like snatches you up in it with his movement. And with that, he looks at you. Make me a contested strength with disadvantage.
Actually, that would be normal because I get advantage on all strength checks now.
Good for you,
Yeah.
fucker. That's a 23.
Oh yeah. Well, dear God, you better not fuck up. Okay. That's a 10.
Oh, yes it is! And with hold of the sword, snatches you, and you right into the chest of the thing, and you begin to sink inside with him.
Okay.
Comes to you, and then you just... And you believe in water form.
Is that the same water elemental that had the echo?
So there are two.
There's two of them.
They are...
No, we're in the one that had the sword.
Oh, okay.
There's one on the left, there's one on the right. and then the gym is in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So you get whelmed. I need both of you to make me a strength saving throw.
To me?
You're both inside of the creature.
19.
19. That's a pass. You won't take any damage.
20 something.
That's a pass.
22. Okay.
Okay. And so you don't take any damage. Target is restrained and unable to breathe unless it can breathe water. If the saving throw is successful, the target is pushed out of the elemental space. So you guys, you get enveloped in and you get popped out to the right side. It's like it moved over you and spat you out the other side. Damn, where's I? And then you've like, Sashar, you hear her, you're almost there. You're like within grabbing distance of her, but when you try and like break free from your strength save, you just get spat out the same direction you got pulled in, and so does your sword. You're just onto the ground. You're prone though. That's what you. And yeah, it just spits you out, and you're like, who dares disturb Crystallis, the wandering trap pool? Nobody says anything? Okay, fuck you. It's your go. It's your go.
I'm already talking to a sword. I'm not talking to a puddle of water.
I said hello to you.
You're dead. Hopefully you like a bath. Stinky.
Well,
My water feels weird now.
Actually, I do take a bath.
Oh, you needed one.
Well, I've been trekking around in the jungle.
Oh, you won't be trekking anymore now. You'll all dissolve into me.
So you're just me.
Oh.
Make a charisma check.
Holy shit. Alright.
You're just mean.
A 6.
So it looks at you on the ground. I'm not mean. A pool of water's gotta
That's
eat.
that guy, right?
Yeah.
Is that a? Oh, that's Jackman, right?
Just like it drops a bucket of water on your head and just kind of spits on you. Yeah, it's your turn, Will. You're on the ground. Your sword is it's in your hand. Sashar like brings it to you. Yeah, you can stand up if you want, or lay there and die like a worm.
How close am I to the crystal?
You are within 5 feet of it. You could stand up and reach it,
Alright, I'm gonna stand up.
especially with a 10-foot range sword.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. Stand up. Heave! What are you doing?
I'm going to rage. Then hit the sword or hit the thing.
Okay, so your white hair comes jettisoning out, and Sashar's like, "Are you a what the fuck?" She's just like, "Why are you so hairy now?" I'm like, roll for an attack.
That is 21.
21. That is a hit. You're hitting the gem, right?
Huh?
What are you hitting?
What did you just drink?
The crystal.
Okay.
And that's.
You got water skin?
Oh, yeah, and it's versatile, so I'm doing it two-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mike, do we have straws on us?
If you would all like to see if you have straws on you, you may make one performance check.
Is my water skin still with me?
It is a bit tattered, but yes.
11 damage.
11 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This
And
is when
then
my
I'm going to
druid
take
would've
my
been
second.
awesome.
And I'm going to take my second attack and hit it again.
Control water.
Yep.
You you freeze him. Like waterbend his ass.
20, 15%. 22.
22 is a hit.
Yes. All right. 17 damage.
17 damage?
is it? Okay.
One job.
Huh?
One job.
Oh, I didn't notice him, but.
Okay. So you bam, bam, club them. So like chunks fly off again, like you slash the top part, pointy part off, and it flies off, and you hear the thing like stop. Yeah, you definitely got a good hit on it. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Ethan, it's your turn.
Quick question.
Sure.
Does it seem to be more effective hitting the gem or the like water part of the creature? For
Make me an insight check.
7.
It's evil water.
7?
Yeah.
Seems like it's a good bet.
50.
Oh, I'm hitting the gem. Here, I'll
I attack the water.
20, dirty 20, dirty 20, and 23.
Dirty 20.
Oh, that would suck.
20, dirty 20, and 23?
Oh, both 20s are dirty 20s.
Okay. Yeah, all three hit.
19, 22.
Yeah, I do that too all
37 points of slashing damage.
37 points of slashing.
the time. Golly.
What?
He's like. Bullseye. Giggy.
And then
Alright.
after I walk out, I'll walk out of his I'm gonna assume I walk 10 feet up, hit it, and then walk 10 feet back.
Okay. Okay. So you come up, do that thing, and then step back another 10 feet. You have 10-foot range, so you don't even get an opportunity of attack range. Okay. So you do that. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Yeah, yell. The crown or the little helmet still floats in inside of it.
Bonus action.
Sure.
Another echo, baby.
Okay.
Same deal.
It's inside of him.
He's gonna remain right in the water, yeah. And it's gonna make one non-lethal attack. Once again. Reckless, baby. Same old, same old. This is what we're gonna be doing the whole session, baby. Nat 20.
Quick, drink really, really fast.
Double max.
Beer fest.
Oh, yeah.
Oktoberfest fest.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's
It's a
double
bad
max.
movie.
Double max. Oh. So
Because you had an extra 20.
that's a 20?
It's 20 plus your
Surprising.
20
bonus.
plus
Equal to it.
4, 24. But it's non-lethal, so I don't want to kill him. Thing. Alright.
Crack into the gym.
Ancestor protectors. Here we go, baby. Back online. But Marshall is going to come closer. He's going to be like,
What was damage?
24. But non-lethal. And Marshall is going to walk up to the water and was like, wait! We're looking for the hollow tree. Have you seen it?
Seen it?
Yeah.
That's where I was made.
Oh, where is it at?
You're going the right direction, but you don't need to worry about that.
Oh, good. And Marshall will actually just walk right through the water elemental.
And so when you try and walk through it, you're gonna have to make me a contested strength when you're inside of it.
Strength check or strength?
Strength save.
It's a 14.
I got a 14 as well.
Oh.
Meets it, beats it. We gotta roll again.
No, it's the if he's trying to grapple him and he got a 14, he beats him.
He walked through it. He's escaping the creature of his own action. When you walk inside of an elemental or you get trapped with inside of an elemental, you have to make a strength save to get
But
out.
it's still the elemental trying to do the save. So if it was a saving throw, that means he still beats him.
We could just roll
It's-
again.
Actually, yeah, he's right. This has a DC of 15.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
So,
so,
yeah, I don't even have to roll.
Oh, okay.
You failed.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you for pointing that out. I completely was being dumb.
Thank you.
Hey, you failed. You're stuck inside of it. Your clone is like, hey, dude, how'd you get in here?
Hey! We high five each other.
Yeah. So, yeah, you failed the strength save.
Oh, thank you. I'll be on my way now.
And at the end of your turn, you are going to take 15 damage. You feel the force just.
Hey, Ancestral Protectors, it is resistant. So instead of 15, it'd be like, what, 6?
Okay.
You go.
Be a 7.
Fuck. I am unconscious.
Huh?
No, I'm kidding.
It's like, wait a minute. Didn't you long rest? Bruce, you've seen your comrade walk face first into this elemental you just got spit out of. You're currently on the ground.
Well, wait a minute. The one I got spit out of?
Yeah.
Well, it's one entity. Like, two entities mesh closely. So he, like, walks into it, like the midpoint of it where it splits off.
Gets sucked up.
He gets sucked and he's just in there floating now, like,
He's like trying to open a door in the water, like.
not working.
More careless looks at him and says,
Bless you.
Bless you.
stupid.
And then he's gonna
Swing at the
Bless you.
gym on
Bless
the
you.
on the left side.
Sorry.
I mean on the
Direction.
whichever
I know,
one
it's
had the
there.
sword.
Okay, there's only one gem.
Oh.
There's one gem in the middle of the two
The
creatures.
two entities. Okay.
And it's been chipped at, like pieces have flown off of it and everything.
I'm gonna swing at the gym.
Okay.
First swing. 21.
21 is a hit.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second swing. 2. 13.
To hit?
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Okay. And last swing.
Mm-hmm. Big money, big money, big money, big money.
17.
17's a hit.
Dude, don't do that.
11 points of damage.
All right. So you were going at the right one?
No, I was swinging
the
at
gym.
the gym.
Okay,
all three,
yeah.
On all
So
3.
the right one, after you clam into it that time, how much was it? 11 damage?
11 on the last one. Yeah.
The right one just collapses in the water. And a pool, he gets dropped to the ground, take one damage from the thud onto the ground, and the gem shatters in half from where your sword hits it, and just goes back into the other one. Like moves to the side into the what water is still standing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's
And so then it is
I'm done.
Tyler's turn.
I'll point at him. And since there's already a black veil of smoky stuff coming out from me and the
Mhm.
imps, some of that black smoke's gonna come up right above my head and form into like these giant like bells and just go back and forth and go clong,
Toll of Death.
clong. Yeah.
Isn't that an AoE?
Nah.
no.
So, wisdom save, please. 16.
Nat 20.
That'll work.
Yep.
No lie, look. Haven't touched it.
Nice, dude.
20. Snatch 20. But he does take damage, right? Still takes
Nope.
half damage?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Nope, it's
Full
just
dead
it's all
is
or
either
nothing.
damage or no damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And since he already took damage, he would have
He
taken
You would have
1d12.
taken the max. Yep.
Well,
Alright, well, that's the end of my turn.
the right one is no longer with us, so we're going to jump straight to the
Please
one
roll a
that's
wisdom save throw, please.
the one that is left. 15.
15 is not going to make it, so I get to roll some damage.
Roll some damage.
Woohoo! Damage. Let's go.
Woo!
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Where is that? Come back!
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
14.
14 damage?
Yep.
The smoke, or
The
well, it's
imps.
just the imps.
Yeah,
The
the
imps
imps.
pile onto it. They continually flood out of the darkness, just jumping over Exile Bear until the water is just completely filled with this black essence. It drops onto the ground. And what is left is this heart-shaped, seemingly cut conspicuously by all of you guys' attacks,
This heart-shaped blue gem rests on the ground where the water elemental once stood.
If you want to pick it up, it's yours.
And it's just
Looks like they're perfect size. Yeah, I'm gonna go take it.
go up. You don't really feel anything. You just definitely grab this. It's a little bit bigger than the other gemstones. It's just this nice. Yeah. It's just this nice. You'll have to get it examined by somebody to see what's up with it. But everybody.
Oh, and I turn around and I say to the water that's laying around, yeah, thanks for the bath. I needed it.
A little bit of air escapes from underneath it. But everybody, that'll be our session for today.
Cool.
Before we end session, I want to after the battle walk around and start picking up all the shards that I can off the ground.
You get a numerous amounts of like arrowhead-sized shards. Some of them are like a little bit smaller, none really glowing like the stone you have. But you collect about 10 of these chunks.
Okay.
It's just sharp fractures and so on.
Marshall will let everyone know about what the water elemental said, and that we're going the right direction.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody.
By the way, that was stupid move what you did.
He was a nice person.
Thank you, everybody.
You wanted him. You wanted to be hugged by him.
Thank you ever so much for everybody coming out today.
All right, say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Peace
everybody.
out.